Yes, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to WBG Xbox Podcast, episode 135. Guys, we have some news to talk about, some news that hit earlier today, some Xbox news. Some people will be happy, some people might not give a damn, but we're going to talk about it. Also, some PlayStation news from last week. Jim Ryan is still crying, and we're going to continue to talk about that until he stops crying. We're going to talk about PlayStation State of Play, Bonnie Ross, and everything else that we talk about, including POS of the week. You guys know how we do it. And first off, thank you, everybody that's here. Thank you for everybody that rocks out with us, that's here every week, every show that we do, every video that I do, Sean does. Thank you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Well, let me say what's up to my homies. First off, my homeboy from the UK, Sean786. What is going on, my homie? What's up with you, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Playboy? What is good?
Nothing much, man. We got some stuff to talk about today, man. A lot of stuff to talk about. How about yourself?
100%. Last week was a lot of fun. We found out that Jim's got a new name, Jim the Snitch Ryan. We're definitely going to be talking about that. And we got some good news, definitely. Some news that some Halo fans might have wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the way they wanted it, but hey, some people will take that as a positive. And hopefully we'll definitely talk about it. Let me give a shout out to Maurice Branch is a member for 4 months. What's going on, Durt and panel? Shout out to Maurice Branch and that.
What's up, Maurice? Thank you, bro. Appreciate
But definitely we're gonna have a great show, guys. Please hit that like button, share this out, and let the good people know out there. Let everybody in the chat know that this is a pure Xbox podcast. A pure Xbox podcast. It's a safe haven for Xbox gamers, fans who's been through it last generation, the previous generations. So please hit that like button, guys, and talk that shit.
Yes, bro. Yes. Sean, what's up, man? Hey, Joey Kraken, what's up with you, homie? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Had a nice end of the weekend. The Cowboys lost and the Giants won, so that's great. So,
well, you mean like a championship or some shit?
Man, NFL season just started. Great shit.
Cool.
Anyway,
All right,
other than that, I want to start playing Fable for no reason.
What?
Anyway, I want to play Fable. That's all. That's it.
Alrighty, man. Sound good to me. I'm not sure where Hyperfang Gaming is, but guess who is here? R&B. My homie R&B. What's up with you, bro?
What's good? What's good? Good to see everybody here on another Monday in this beautiful September weather as the shit goes from hot as balls to freeze the balls off. I'm good. I'm chill, playing some of these nice Game Pass games, and I'm ready to talk that shit.
And we will talk that shit. We had 200 people here. Y'all hit that like button. Let me give a special shout out to the members of the channel. First off, Jordan Mace, Tony's channel, Mr. Kima, Rail, Mario 187, Leighton Manning, Phantom Kraken, Frantic Animator, Ray, Kokocho 8, Tip Diamond, Game Shark, Ritsku, Saku, Ozzy, Tony's Brown, 2Man 55, G Stealth, Javier Overdeo, Skywalker UAV1, Band Monday, Stone King X, SP, Severin Nevis, Raiden Blade, Your Baby Father, Havoc, Dan Lazaro, Maurice Branch, Omi Tony, Jigga J, Dragonheart Yobi TV, Scrub Nurse, Hector the Machu, D Skills Ace Town, Chio Walker, Gaming by Choice, Eternal to Die, Sean786, Massey Wreck, Deadly Warrior 83, Bonty Mon, Lord Star Killer XSX01, Mandingo Thickens, A. Rodamans, Dustin March, Pong Soul, Kendra Stark, Nate Therapist MD, The Blue One, Hassan Albazaya, Rulio 44, Chill Carlos, Forza Horizon, Hyperfreight Gaming, and Dut. Thank you guys. Man, you guys are awesome. That's fun, man.
And talking about the members, Dragonheart Yobi, member for 5 months. Shout out to you, homie. Hashtag peace, love, life. Dirt, the new Black Panther. Dirt. I had to announce that, laughing out loud. Alright, Dirt. Them flies still whipping your bitch ass. Dirt. Darkness is present. Darkness is spreading when Dirt pops up.
No, man, it was just that one fly I got in my basement a couple months ago. I haven't seen another one since. I still don't know how that fly got down here, but it is what it is, man. But thanks for keep on bringing up Dragonheart. How dare you? All right, guys, listen, man. This is a lot of fun, but let's go ahead and get to these topics. You know what? I want to get this topic out of the way. Let's go ahead and get the Bonnie Ross shit out of the way so we can move on to the shit talking. Because we're going to talk about this Bonnie Ross stuff because a lot of people, people love Halo. Halo is a massive franchise. If it wasn't Halo, Xbox probably wouldn't be around, to be honest with you. It's that big of a franchise. And people love Halo Infinite, but the issue with Halo Infinite is the lack of content. Some of the things that, ever since Bungie left, people have questioned 343. Even though like Halo 4 campaign was good, some people disliked the multiplayer. Halo 5 multiplayer was good, some people disliked the campaign. Halo Infinite, in my opinion, the campaign was good and the multiplayer was good also, but now it's about the content and the roadmap and how long it's taking the roadmap to come. I mean, the seasons to come, and that's the issue. And 343, they have said some things, and those things didn't come to fruition. So that's some of the issues people have with Halo. And a lot of people have started off saying, yo, it should start at the top. Let Bonnie Ross go. Let her go. Now, Bonnie Ross is leaving the company. Now, she's saying it's because of some medical stuff with the family. So, I wish her and her family the best. But as far as 343, they have promoted a lot of people to the position. First off, the head of 343 now is a guy named Pierre Hintz. He's the new studio head at 343. He also, back in the day, he was put on the project to fix Master Chief Collection. He obviously, did that. It took a while, but he did a great job with that. So Brian Kosick will be the GM of the franchise, and Elizabeth Van Wyck will oversee business and operations. So 343 is moving some stuff around. Neff want to come in. Neff want to speak about this. Okay, I'm gonna send this to you, Neff. Hold on.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah, because Neff is the guy. He knows Halo.
Neff the Halo
so
guy.
People, like a lot of people was calling for Bonnie Ross head. Well, you got what you wanted now. You got what you wanted. So, guys, I might have sent this to Neff, but Sean, man, what's your thoughts about this, man?
Yeah, first off, shout out to Bonnie Ross. I hope everything's okay with the family and with the medical condition, whatever's going on. Hope for the best for her. And that she's been with she's been leading the team for over a decade or so now, and she has done some great things and maybe not some great things. And that's the way it is as a leader, and that you can't get everything right. But when it comes to like the Halo, like the most recent Halo Infinite, a lot of people. I want to talk about the real Xbox fans and the Halo fans, and some may be disappointed that when it comes to the multiplayer side, the content is it's not coming out, it's not rolling out as it should be, and a lot of people are upset. We've seen the changes when Joseph came in last year, and seen there's a couple of few problems with the game. And the leadership maybe when it comes to like gaming director, and we've seen the changes happening so far. Chris Lee went, Joseph has been hiring people, bringing people on from the OG team, so moves has been happening. But one of the things that people are asking, if it's the haters, if it's the real Halo fans, that maybe Bonnie Ross should go, maybe after 10-15 years she could be burnt out, maybe she wasn't the right person with the right team. Who knows on that? And maybe that made it. Maybe Bonnie Ross leaving because of medical family reason made it a bit more easy because people just wanted her out. Haters, fans, you name it, they wanted her out. So hope for the best for her and that, and hopefully these new guys who's coming in, taking over the lead. There's a few changes, like I said. There's 3-4 people are taking over the leadership. And hopefully people get what they want from the Halo game in the future. But don't expect this to change overnight. This could go for the worst. It could get worse. Who knows if these guys could deliver? These guys could be worse than Bonnie Ross or not. If you guys weren't happy with the previous manager, so who knows? And that hopefully this is for the best for the Halo fans as well, and hope for the best for her and the family as well.
Well said, bro. Well said. I agree. It's just that people was asking for a change, and it's kind of in an unfortunate way that it was forced to change, but we'll see what happens nowadays because that's so people there, that's what they asked for. We'll see what happens because I will tell you this. Halo 1, 2, and 3, that was the peak. Will it ever get back to that point? Probably not, because they didn't have many games that was competing with Halo. There were no huge live service games and multiplayer. Halo was the shit. And it's still the shit, to be honest with you. It's still a phenomenal game. But I don't know if it will ever reach where it was with Halo 3. But this is Xbox franchise, bro. And they're moving forward with this franchise. And this franchise is going to continue to get better and better and better over time. So back to what I said. For those people that Bonnie Ross needs to go, 343 needs to make some changes. Here you go. What you were asking for, it has happened. Right? So what are you going to complain about now? What are you going to complain about now?
Give me 2 seconds, I'll do it.
No worries, let me. Oh shit! But definitely, like, look, we know Bonnie Ross has been there for a minute as well. But when she come for leading that team 343 and that when they formed it for the Halo franchise, you know, she's been doing it for a while and you cannot say the changes has been happening. People have been asking for a change. You know, Joseph will bring him, like we just talked about this many times. We've been talking about this for the past year as well. And I'm hoping that, you know, all the best for her and that, but I'm hoping people who wanted this, the real Halo fans wanted this, they wanted to see a change from the higher up as well. Let's hope Halo delivers when it comes to this part right now. It might take a year or two, but let's see what direction these guys can take and where they can lead Halo into the future play.
Absolutely. Hey, our boy Nethos. Hey, yo, Nethos is, if you guys don't know him, he's a Halo guy. He had a Halo channel. It was doing extremely well, but you know, school got in the way. He stopped doing content. But Nethos is a Halo guy. Nethos, thank you for joining us, brother. We would love to hear your input on what went down today with Bonnie Ross. What's happening with you, man?
Hey, thank you for having me on. And for once, I was hearing you guys listen to the show and I was joining. But for once, you're gonna have to educate me on what happened because in the dark. What happened? I just got home from work.
Oh wow, yeah, Bonnie
anymore.
You piece of shit.
Oh damn. Okay. Oh, so Bonnie, Bonnie Ross announced that she's leaving.
The studio.
She's leaving the company. Yeah. And Microsoft is also restructuring 343 leadership team. Like it's a guy named Pierre Hintz. He will take over as studio head immediately. Brian Kosick will become GM of the franchise, and Elizabeth Van Wyck will oversee business and operations. So yeah, that's what's going on, brother. What's your thoughts on it, man?
My thoughts is it's about damn time. Like, look, I wish Bonnie Ross the best.
Oh, let me say
I
this.
really do.
I forgot to say it. Yeah, like she did say she's leaving because like medical reasons with someone in her family. I don't know if it's herself or someone else in her family. So yeah, let me make sure.
I wish her the best. I wish her success, and I hope she, you know, sees the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, that's some tough stuff. Then remember, I'm in the dark. I'm not quite sure what happened, but thanks for explaining that. But with that out of the way, let's be honest. 343 has been a studio that's been given a legendary IP in Halo. That's my favorite franchise. That's the reason why Xbox is still here. For being honest, the OG Xbox, Halo did phenomenal numbers. Carried on to the 360. And hey, maybe Halo 5 didn't perform quite as well as Microsoft would have wanted, but it certainly performed well considering all the things for the Xbox One gen. So, all things considered, Halo Infinite, the game that we thought would take 343 to the top. It was well received at launch, had great gameplay, mechanics, campaign was very well received. Complete 180 from Halo 5, I would say in that regard. But the game is just lacking in content. And this is the third game under 343 Industries, mainline game-wise. And each one has fundamental issues. Halo 4, great game in regards to content, completely missed the point when it comes to the gameplay. It completely missed it with that whole Call of Duty multiplayer. Then you get to Halo 5, did a little bit better. Campaign was completely unacceptable. It was an awful campaign, being honest. And the multiplayer wasn't quite there, even though it was a better attempt. And then you get to Infinite, and it's like, now we just don't have content. And it's embarrassing because we're like 1 year, almost 1 year into its life cycle, and we have less content than, I don't know, Halo 2 at this point. Like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And changes need to happen. So, you know what? I'm here for it. There's a reason you see hashtag Fire343, Kill 343 movement. And I think that's nonsense. I really do. I don't think you should destroy the studio. I think that's complete nonsense. But it's the fact that even level-headed people, let's take like a Randall Thor, says maybe it's time for 343 to move on to a new IP and have a new developer come shepherd the franchise. It says something. It says that there is issues at 343, and it just starts at the top with management. Because even if we give this game, and I'll finish up here, to a new studio, the same devs are going to go over. A bunch of people will just transfer from 343, so it's not going to fix anything. What you need to fix is the management. Who's running this franchise? Who's making the shots? And I think, Bonnie Ross, it was just time for you to hang it up. I still wish you the best. You did well enough to keep Halo alive, but I think somebody can take it to the top. And I hope the people they pick, shepherd the franchise, are the ones we need. I still have faith in Joseph is going to restructure the studio itself. And yeah, that is all I have to say. I don't know if Joe Handles is here.
Hello.
So what are your thoughts?
I don't know what Durt. You're gonna let me talk? I don't know. Who's next?
Go ahead, Joey.
Oh, first
For
of
the Halo
all,
people.
yeah. First of all, I'm gonna say I've never had something personal against Bonnie Ross. If you read the statement of her leaving 343, she was actually gonna leave in the winter update, but this medical thing with her family actually advanced her decision, so she was already gonna leave. Right? This apparently advanced everything. She's like, you know what, I gotta leave now. So I don't wish nothing but the best for her and her family. Whatever problems she's having in her personal level, I wish her the best. God bless her, all that stuff. But I really think that Bonnie Ross, as a head of studio, cycle has ended with Halo. Just like Nifo just explained, there was something fundamentally wrong at the top with the leadership of Halo. Halo 4, even though I like the campaign, I never touched the multiplayer. I played it like 2 hours max. I just didn't like it. Halo 5 came along. We already know all the stories. You've had Halo for 12 years, and for 12 years, Halo has never had a smooth launch. Something always happens. There's something, or it's broken like MCC, or we don't like something, or either way. So now a lot of news is coming out. People are saying, well, apparently she had a lot on her plate. There was too much she had to do. Now with the 3 new leaderships, they're kind of dividing her work, because apparently she was doing all those 3 jobs at the same time. So now they have 3 people to do each one apart. Is it good for my 343? I still don't know, because of course this is not going to change tomorrow. No pass. This is going to take a little bit of changing and restructuring on 343. But I feel better. Like, I feel better that, okay, at least they're doing something. At least Microsoft kind of is listening. It's kind of listening of what's going on, and they understand that Halo is really important for the franchise, for Xbox itself. So, Bonnie Ross, I never asked her to get fired. I always like, you know what, just move to something else, because she's a lifer in Microsoft. She's not going to get fired, but she's doing under endeavor. She's taking care of her family. That's fine. Now comes the restructuring and rebuilding of Halo. It's going to take time. But that doesn't mean, as a Halo fan, they don't take my knee off their neck and just lay off because Bonnie's not there. No. A lot of people are going to still be watching what they're doing. But I'm more optimistic. I'm not joyful like, woo, Bonnie Ross is gone. Yeah and no. Right? It's like we have to wait and see, because she's on the top. We got to see who else was in there, and they have to clean house and see what's going to go on. Joseph is there. Let him keep the lead of whatever he's doing, because I really don't know what he's doing. And hopefully this is for the best. Hopefully this is for the best for the brand and for the best of Xbox, because again, Xbox would not exist without Halo. So that's my thoughts on this.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to the rest of the fellas. Let me get these super chats. My boy Justin March with the 10. Thank you, Justin March. You know we always appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here and showing support. G Stealth with the 5. Come on, you bot. Don't hate on Bonnie. Oh, you gonna start a civil war again? Yeah, don't hate on Bonnie.
I'm seeing a lot of people saying that we're jumping into mismanagement thing. Maybe I wouldn't jump on them if this was like Halo 4, then Halo 5, but when we have 4 games, all of them with issues, it's like, maybe your boss is not doing a good job. I'm just saying. Look, I put it. This is the best example I think I can think about. Look what Donnie did on the Xbox One, and everybody wanted that motherfucker fired. He's gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do a good job with the launch of the Xbox One. There you go. Okay. Was it his fault 100%? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, he's the head. Somebody has to move on and do restructuring. And unfortunately, it's her. And half of the fan base actually are glad that this happened. The other half is like, I don't know if it's just the move, but clearly there's a lot of people out there that wanted this.
Right? You know, I was more of the this was my opinion about the whole thing. The game was dope. It was just the content, the lack of content. If they needed to restructure some things to get the content going at a steady pace, that's fine. That's what they needed to do. But I never felt that they should give this game to another studio. That was just stupid. To even say that was just stupid. But listen, man, people got their wish. Some people wanted her out of there. Okay, now she's gone. Okay, so we'll see what happens next. Your baby father with the 5. Miss Ross clearly had too much workload to manage since they're splitting her role between 3 people. This move is long overdue. Best of luck. Thank you, bro. That's well said. Yeah, see, I didn't know that until Joy said that she was doing 3 different jobs. That's crazy. Skull Terrence K with the 2. Is it now doom and gloom for Xbox Live PlayStation?
No.
Hell no.
Nobody is saying that.
No.
Don't let the ponies get in your head and saying that, oh, this is an L for 343. It's doom and gloom. No, actually, no. This actually could be a positive. It's just a news that we were not expecting today.
Yeah, that's all. We're just talking about it. That's all.
That's it. It's not doom and gloom anything.
I see this as nothing but positive.
And I'll give her this. When Bungie left, Microsoft had nobody to do through Halo, and she actually took the mantle and said, you know what, I'm going to make it, and she made a studio out of it. Yeah, I respect her out of that because she maintained Halo and kept Halo alive. But at the same time, we cannot take away the faults she had managing the game. So I'm not saying
the thing is though,
she's not. Here's the thing: Halo has problems, but Halo has never been trash. Halo 4, 5, and Infinite have never been trash games, but it should have been much better than what we have. This is a good thing. Things has to change. Not everything has to stay the same. We had our run with Bungie. It was great. 343 did an okay job, but maybe this new change is for the better. We don't know yet until things started to happen. This is not an L. Don't let the ponies change your mind of none of it. Nothing is on fire. All right. I was playing Halo right before the show.
Yeah, that's fine.
So calm down.
Yeah, let's just calm down, man. I see some people in the chat are kind of upset, like, hey, Zink is like, hey, shut that shit up. Listen, Zink is all right, man. It's okay to criticize Xbox sometime, brother. It's okay. Hey, Devin, what's your thoughts about this, bro?
I think Halo Infinite is a great game. So I can't really knock Bonnie Ross. Like I think they really delivered on the campaign and the multiplayer with the launch. I think the launch was really good. But as far as the content, like everybody's saying, like the content is just too slow. The roadmap is all over the fucking place. I like that they're transparent, but you're not really being transparent if you're lying or you're falling behind. So at least come clean about falling behind. At least a little sooner until not like a day or two before the update's supposed to come out. That's annoying. But I don't blame it. Shouldn't all fall on Bonnie Ross. Like we had COVID, we had switching engines, and who knows how far along the game was when they had to switch engines. They're not working in the studio, they're working from home. So there's a whole plethora of problems that they've been going through to make this work. But I'm hoping everything's all right with her family, and hopefully this new regime can turn this around.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Sean Harris. I didn't say something Sean Harris said right quick. He said The Last of Us 2 had over 1,000 devs and you still can't get factions. Hey, talk that shit, Sean Harris. Actually, they had over 2,000 devs, Sean Harris.
Neff, correct me if I'm wrong. After Chris, who I remember there was like 2 or 3 lead designers of Halo Infinite left, right?
Yeah.
So we cannot say it was all Bonnie Ross's fault because they got rid of Chris, they got rid of the other 2. So if that didn't work with those 3 gone, who else is left? Somebody else has to be the fault, and that was the natural progression.
Well, I have an opinion.
They got rid of 3 big leads for the game, and the game still came out with problems. Joseph had to came in and say a whole bunch of shit like, "Yo, what the hell you guys are doing?"
I feel like people are capping for Joseph. What the fuck is Joseph doing? He's been there for a while. I don't see shit really changing.
What are you talking about? Hey,
well, I have an opinion, but I'll let you all go.
Go ahead, Def. Go ahead.
I just feel like people are capping for him. He just came in there, and I
first of all, Devin, we're going to correct you. We're going to correct you now. So Joseph is the creative lead at 343 Industries. Basically, he's there for the creative front. He's there to help fix the leadership. He knows how a bunch of changes have happened as soon as he got there. Notice that he's bringing people on board, especially Bungie veterans. But his role there isn't to fix multiplayer, if that's what you're getting at. His role there is really to lead the future of Halo and campaign DLCs, and that's his forte. He's the one who was behind Halo 3 ODST.
So are we confirmed? Are we getting expansions in this game?
Yes, that is very much confirmed.
Because
and there's even a trademark for it. Halo Endless is a trademark, and is an expansion for Halo Infinite. So he's there for that front. He isn't there to fix your multiplayer, even though he has some input there and helps get new leadership. And in fact, he brought on a Bungie veteran, so he's already doing his job. As for the news, because I'm catching up now, so I see one of the people you guys were referring to was Pierre. Pierre is a veteran at 343, believe it or not. I think he helped a little bit with Infinite, but really his claim to fame was he went and took over the Master Chief Collection, and he's the one who brought that back. You know how the Master Chief Collection had a renaissance and getting fixed? He was behind that. He was a main proponent behind that. The fact that he's taking over as head of 343 is great. Right. This guy knows Halo. He clearly knows how to get stuff done. I don't think people realize how complex the MCC is to run. Was it like 6 engines or 6 iterations of engines all in one package? Right. And you can play it from the same menu. That's incredible work. And the fact that he made it work, and then he has added mod support on top of it, and he's made it a popular game on Steam, at least for a while. This is the guy you want there.
Cool. So that's good news.
Fair point, it's great news. Honestly, I think this is nothing but good news. Look, like you guys were saying, Bonnie was doing 3 jobs at once. I don't think it was a sustainable model. I will say I don't want her to be blameless in Halo Infinite in the prior games. Clearly, we had someone with Chris Lee. I think Jez recently talked about it on the Xbox 2 podcast. I caught that a little bit because they were talking about Halo. And he mentioned that Chris Lee wasn't very forthcoming on a lot of his promises. He was the one who was promising co-op day one and all sorts of things. But then you come later, and 343 doesn't even know how co-op would work in Infinite. Like, how would you spawn? Mm-hmm. So that was a red flag. We got the infamous 2020 demo that, I defended. And I still will defend the gameplay looked great, but it clearly was not ready to be shown. And a lot of that falls on Chris Lee. I would argue that Bonnie Ross should have been checking on the game frequently and noticed how things aren't adding up. She should have removed Chris Lee long before that demo came out. Mm-hmm. And she should have found somebody who could shepherd the franchise because, like Joey mentioned, 2 more people basically got fired or ran away. So to me, that's not, we got 3 duds in a row. That's like, we should have found the right person after the first one didn't work out.
Yeah, and you should have waited.
To blame that on her.
And this is a weird because when you listen to Joseph actually called 343 again. Hey, you need help because he was seeing some stuff. He was like, "This is not going well." He's the one who stopped Halo from being a hero shooter and a survival open world game.
There were some questionable things 343 was playing for Halo Infinite, but as for Devin's comments, Devin, he's not going to be there and fix multiplayer and add a whole bunch of game modes. But if you do want that, the event going on right now, the Yappening, a lot of that was based on Joseph's feedback. So if you like those modes, that's a lot based on his feedback. And he has some more modes planned for the winter update. So I wouldn't go on that, he's doing nothing. No, Joseph is doing work over there, just behind the scenes. And to his credit, he's the one who's up front every time. I don't see Bonnie Ross in any of those little lead dogs, but I'm just saying he's taking the punches.
Exactly.
But you know what? This is nothing but positive news. I know the chat probably wants us to move on because it's viewed as negative, but guys, this is nothing but positive news. 343 needed to do this. I would argue Bonnie Ross and her time at the Halo franchise head was she kept Halo alive. She didn't take it to the top. She didn't keep it at the top, clearly. And it is what it is in that regard. But I think with this new leadership, Halo's going to be in a much better place. And clearly we saw with Halo Infinite, Halo can be a top-tier shooter. It can be something the casual market wants. Because it did capture the casual audience for a bit there, but they couldn't sustain it. If Halo Infinite launched with that Forge mode, I don't know if you guys have seen it. If that launched with it, if they had the campaign co-op day one, and then the seasons actually came out in 3 months and it had similar content to what we're seeing with the winter update and so on, I think Halo would have been in a very good place. Clearly, it needed a whole nother year in the oven, but it is what it is. I think better management would have gotten the game out in a much better state. But, I think it's probably time to move on. Let's see if somebody else has something to say.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let me get these super chats right quick. First off, Scrub Nerds member for 5 months. Hate she left, but management needed a shakeup. I just hate Bonnie wasn't on the last vid and pushed old boy in front of the camera like a hostage vid. Hey, thanks for that, Scrub Nerds. Appreciate you, bro. Your baby father with the 5. Just keeping it a buck. I wanted Bonnie gone. Sorry, not sorry. 343 new management structure is exactly what they need. Brighter days ahead for Halo. I think at the end of the day, that's pretty much what's going on. It's gonna be better days for Halo. The Ashton Luca, what's up, Luca? With the 5, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer put his balls on the table and said "F y'all," as he should. Well wishes to Bonnie. Talk that shit, Luca. Yeah, but well wishes to Bonnie, man.
Well, well wishes to Bonnie, but I will say there's a reason there's a Fire 343 movement, and Microsoft needs to get their shit together at that studio and turn things around.
Alrighty, man. Your baby father with another 5. Since it's just us here chatting, I'm looking at Matt Booty's next. He's on the clock. A lot has happened or not happened on his watch. Damn, your baby father.
That's true. That's true, but that's for another show. Until we see these games, until we see these games, I can't trash them.
Yeah, we can't do this shit. Not yet.
Yeah, about to say, I'm waiting on Obsidian, Avowed, and those future games. I will put his credit on that.
Yeah. So, hey, R&B, bro, you got thoughts about this before we move on, man?
I'm more inclined to agree with Neith and Joey. Apologies for the little drop in quality on my mic. My laptop died and I cannot find my charger anywhere.
So I never find his charger, bro.
I swear, it's always something, and I'm back on my cell phone. I am more inclined to agree. My thing is, I think this should have happened months ago. I've been saying it before. When everything went left the first time, I was like, why is nobody pulling finger at Bonnie Ross? And everybody threw their hands up and said, well, no, it's just Chris Lee and yada, yada, yada. I was saying before, if for whatever reason, I didn't know anything personal going on with her, but I was saying before, if she can't manage a studio, she got to go. And then months and months passed, and then Joseph Staten stepped up. And the only thing I didn't like about him was not confirmed, it was suspected that he looked through the main campaign and took out a lot of content because he said it didn't jive or make sense. And we saw, some people like, you don't go to the Reddit accounts, spill all the dirt and however. And personally, for me, I'm the type of person, as Halo's done it before, I hate seeing a concept video of something they wanted to do, but for whatever reason, they decided to take it out. Like back in Halo 5, they had like a certain way of I think you showed me, Neefels, how they would show characters for multiplayer, and it looked cool, but they took it out. Same thing with this. There was a mission where you like walk through a mountain or something. It looked cool. They took it out. I don't know if it's an artistic thing or that you couldn't do it all. That's why I think it should have been delayed another year. I hate when stuff's taken out of games, and from one part when people say that's a lot of work they put in and you're never going to see it. And for another part is I don't show me something and it never goes to the game. Like we on our group chat where we argue about it. Where are the damn biomes? There's supposed to be a desert in this game, supposed to be an ocean in this game, supposed to be a jungle. I ain't seen none of that shit. Just the same Pacific Northwest. And then like they backtrack when I asked the question, like, well, this is our idea for the first. No, it wasn't. We saw that first trailer. Whatever causes the delays, Forza not being there on time, stuff being changed, stuff being taken out because it's not going to fit, whatever kneecaps a game in development, and then it comes like this. Whoever is responsible, shake it up. Because I don't want to keep having to go through this. I have a hashtag. Hashtag no more broken games. I don't want to see any more broken games. I don't want to see my games rushed. I don't want to see my games pushed through at the 11th hour because trying to make a deadline. If it needs more time, takes more time. We got 3 or 4 games supposed to come out in 2023 that will push off from 2022. I sincerely hope, and it's for Matt Booty's sake, I sincerely hope they knock it out of park 2023.
Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, man, this is our opinions about everything, and we'll see what happens. A lot of people are saying that they feel this is a good thing for Halo, and it's only going to make the game, like the franchise, better in the future. So that's it, guys. Any more thoughts about this before we move on?
What's your opinion, Durt?
Oh, I told you my opinion at the beginning. I just feel that, first of all, let me say this. I mentioned this before, an analogy. It just seems like Halo, for some reason, is like WWE. Let me explain. WWE fans criticize the shit out of WWE. Like all year long. They talk shit about WWE, but they watch it every week. Like, this is a trash product. Why do I watch it? And it seems like they still watch it for years. There's a passion there, right? They're passionate about WWE. It seemed like lately with Halo Infinite, I've been seeing that type of criticism, the passion. Damn it, get your shit together. I'll be seeing, but see, like I'm talking about the hardcore Xbox Halo fans. I'm not talking about these ponies or these fake neutrals. Those guys, what they say are irrelevant. I'm talking about the Halo fans. Some of those guys are frustrated with the roadmap and everything. So I will say this. They love Halo. They love the franchise. So, like some of these guys have hundreds of hours of gameplay in Halo because they love the franchise so much. The gameplay is not the issue. At the end of the day, I think the issue is pretty standard. It's pretty simple. They love the game so much, they want the content to come out quicker because they want to play the shit. And if this move is going to help that, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We wish Bonnie Ross the best, but at the end of the day, if this move is going to help Halo get out that content quicker, help the direction of the studio, I'm all for it, man. Absolutely, I'm all for it. And that's simple. That's my thoughts on it, man. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and move on, if you guys don't mind. Hey, Sean, are you woke?
Just about, player. Just about. It's been a long ass day, man.
Oh man. So guys, I don't know if you guys heard about this. I'm sure you guys heard, but PlayStation announced State of Play is dropping tomorrow. Yeah.
Sorry, you said State of Play. I was told there's going to be a showcase in September.
Sean, wait a minute. So usually they have their showcases in September, but they're having a State of Play.
You don't find that suspicious?
I'm just saying. Okay.
Wait,
guys,
did they wait until the 11th hour to announce this?
They announced it like an hour ago, right? They announced like
Yeah.
an hour
And it's
ago.
tomorrow?
Yeah. But this is the thing. For the last 2 years, 2021, 2020, their State of Play, their PlayStation Showcase was in September. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to have a PlayStation Showcase. And apparently this State of Play tomorrow is going to be focused on Japanese games because Tokyo Game Show is this week. So they're probably still going to have a showcase, but it's kind of weird to me that they're having a State of Play instead of a showcase. You would think they would have a showcase first and maybe a State of Play later. So I got to ask you guys your thoughts about this. Like, Sean, we was talking about this before the show, and it's making me like, because at first I said this. I went out on a limb and I said if PlayStation has a state of play, a PlayStation showcase, I don't think a lot of their games are ready to be shown, with the exception of God of War Ragnarok, of course, Spider-Man 2 most likely. Maybe Wolverine, but probably not. All of their other games are in development, probably early development. So it's like maybe they can show a couple of CGI trailers. So I said, Sean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a showcase this year. And we were both like, nah, they're going to have a showcase. But now here we are, Sean. They have announced a state of play instead of a showcase. What's your thoughts about this?
Yeah, they announced it just like I said about an hour ago when I woke up a bit, when I had a small nap, and 20 minutes, that's it. 20 minutes. It's interesting to see what's going on. And we talked about something's going to get announced on the 12th. You know, the snitch was right again. Something got announced.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was right in that. When it comes to listen, people are dying for this showcase. Dying for them. You know what I mean, people? I'm talking about the fucking ponies, man. They're waiting for this showcase to happen. Every time Sony announces something, it's not what they want. And I love it. Every minute of it, I love it. And this showcase is 20 minutes. Going to focus on Japan side, and I think PSVR as well, I believe. If I read correctly in that. But who knows? Will there be a showcase by this end of the month, or will they push it back next month? But what's going to happen there? Let's say PlayStation does not do a showcase, the big showcase. I know for a fact these ponies will defend it no matter what. PlayStation dropped the games this year. It's fine. They can take a break and that. They're the leaders in the industry. They're the number one console on the street corners and that. They're going to say that shit.
That's what they said in 2019 when they canceled E3, remember?
Of course it
PlayStation doesn't need an E3.
But they sure need Call of Duty.
Yeah. PlayStation is bigger than E3 and that. Look at these likes on Instagram. Look at these views on YouTube and that. We don't need E3 and that. PlayStation, as soon as PlayStation announces something, the world stops. The internet freezes. And that's what we're talking about. This is what you get when you don't put that pressure on PlayStation. This is what you get. You get these dog shit state of plays. I hope you deserve it, you pieces of shit. I hope this show is dog shit. At least Microsoft's out there putting on the E3 show, going to the Game Awards, EXO, you name it, putting on shows, multiple shows. Even if it's Gamescom, even though it might not be the best show, at least they're putting something on. But Sony's out here giving you 20 minutes of shit.
Yep.
Enjoy it, you dumb motherfuckers and that. And I really hope, honestly, I really hope they don't do a showcase this year because I'm going to be talking that shit. I'm going to piss you off on that. Jim Ryan, for his gamers, he's so concerned about his gamers. Where is that showcase there? Like I said last week, where is that showcase? If he's concerned about his fucking gamers and that, where is that showcase for his gamers and that? For the players? Nah. For the fucking payers. Straight up. Get a super chat, killer.
Yeah, man. Talk that shit. Geekhead with the 5. It's the Queen's death equivalent to the Dumbledore death in Harry Potter. Cause it is if it is, I'm sorry for laughing at memes. If not, welp. Oh shit. I don't even know what the fuck that tweet even. I mean that super chat even mean, bro. I'm sorry.
Wildin'.
The angry therapist MD with the 5. Jim going to announce another price increase. Oh shit. Hey man,
look, they need the funding to revive something to take on Call of Duty. Clearly.
Hey, look, guys, let's be honest here. Like I mentioned, I do believe they will have a showcase. That's what I'm thinking. They will have a showcase.
When you say you do believe, when you say you do believe, it's a bit questionable right now. You feeling it's getting down like 80 to 80%, 70%. Before early this year, 100%.
It was 100%.
I'm ready for that shit. Sean, when it comes to that showcase, you can stream these dog shit stay plays, but when it comes to that showcase, I'm ready, bro.
Yeah.
But every week, every month, that shit is going down day by day.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, man. I know PlayStation guys. This new PlayStation would announce, like the next thing PlayStation announced was going to be a PlayStation showcase, and And that's what they thought. They just thought, PlayStation is going to
It did.
announce the
I gotta
PlayStation.
give it. Some of the announcements has been weird. Like when it comes to the price increase, it's been in the morning. Well, my time is in the morning, but for you guys, it's early morning. These announcements to be coming, it seems like it's just out of the blue, rushed. Just weird timings.
It is weird, bro. It is weird, but at the end of the day, guys, well, I'm gonna watch the show tomorrow. 20 minutes. They said 10 games, Japanese focus games. Maybe they'll show some Final Fantasy or some Forspoken, Sean's favorite game. Every time Sean see Forspoken. So, Joey, so what do you think about this state of play being announced, brother? You think this is a big deal?
Trash. I was like playing Halo. I was waiting in the menu. Saw your chat. The thing to jump in the DM to the podcast, and I saw the tweet. I'm like, huh? This is real? And then I started reading it. I'm like, 20 minutes. The only Japanese games, huh? No, let's put a timeline in this, right? We get into state of play tomorrow. God of War, when does it come out?
November
9th.
11th,
9th.
9th, yeah.
If they don't have, because I know they're gonna have like a state of play dedicated to God of War, that's gonna be in October.
Most
right?
likely, yeah.
Most likely October. So you're not getting a showcase in October to take any thunder out of God of War. I doubt they're gonna do one in November because the Game Awards is gonna be right in the corner. So my bet right now is they ain't getting shit.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Joey, your prediction is PlayStation will not have a PlayStation showcase in 2022.
Yes.
All right, man.
It doesn't make sense now. It's like, well, nothing they do makes sense lately. But if you must have a show, it should have been like in this month, right? Why do a state of play?
Got 15 days left.
Yeah, we still got 15 days.
Who gives a shit? They're not gonna do things in 15 days unless they're gonna do it on the Tokyo Game Show, which they're not going. So it's like, I know they're gonna do the God of War State of Play special that is half hour, all the gameplay, all the cool stuff, and all that jazz. After that, it's November. It's Black Friday. They're not gonna do a State of Play in the mid holidays just because. Plus, Jeff Keighley basically is taking all the exclusive trailers left and right for his show. So my bet, they ain't getting shit. I think they got nothing. I think Spider-Man is not ready to show. They only had that like not even 2 seconds, like half of a 1 second clip in the Disney show. So I don't think Spider-Man's not even ready to be shown. This Wolverine is not even close to being a concept, I think. What else do they got? Like for real, what else do they got? Well, we want to count all the third-party exclusive that you have? Forspoken, we already seen that bitch. It looks ugly. What else? What else?
What
else is out there?
Joey, see, like what you're saying is what I was questioning. Naughty Dog already said they're not going to show the multiplayer factions until next year. That doesn't mean it's coming out.
That's not even
year.
close to being close.
They said they're not going to show it until next year. So
unless
what about
you're
the
going to do
other
a state of play,
party?
unless you're going to do a showcase with my dogs, a showcase with all third party, which fine, it's coming to Xbox either way. I don't think Resident Evil is going to be shown again, or what else? Street Fighter 6. Jeff Keighley, I think, is just taking all that stuff in the Game Awards. It's a bigger venue. Think about it. I think these third parties like, hold on, why would I put it on the Sony show when I know every single eye on the planet that is related to gaming is going to be watching the Game Awards? So I think that's it. I think they're done. I think God of War is the last thing they'll have. That's my opinion. So
all right, man, I mute your mic because your dog is a
POS. I agree with Joey. I think we've caught Sony in a position where they're kind of dry.
Hey, don't forget, guys, you know how last generation, remember PlayStation pretty much like, I remember people say they blew their load. So for like 3 straight E3s, they showed the that one might be a pause,
okay.
But now that one might be a pause, but not saying like the word, forget it. Listen, so PlayStation, if you guys remember, they showed the same 3 games like for 3 straight E3s. like the same games because they kind of showed everything in 2016. They showed everything, bro. God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone. So for the next 3 E3s, those are games they showed. God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone until those games came out. Then in E3 2019, they didn't have one. So do you think this is similar now that they pretty much showed what they have? Because if you think about their first party, Sucker Punch, I'm sure they're doing Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's probably not ready to show anything. All of the new studios they recently bought. They've recently bought them. They don't have anything ready.
They don't got Jack. Who was the last studio they bought? Savage.
Savage.
They're doing a fucking iOS Android game. What are we talking about?
I'm talking about like even Jay Ramy Studio Haven. They
don't
don't have
got
anything ready
Jack.
to show.
Realistically, they don't. What the hell? Realistically,
like
they don't
that
have.
mic, bro.
Realistically, I think they don't have Jack. I mean, I know they're making games, but like to show something, they're dry.
Yep.
Oh shit! Talk that shit. Jigga and Jay, remember for 18 months, we throwing eggs at these motherfucking ponies. Like I said, you motherfuckers. If I see Jim Ran and you motherfucker ponies on them street corners, I'm gonna be throwing eggs on your bitch ass, you soft motherfucker.
And you know what? I'm gonna put another theory out there because it just came out of my mind. Remember that studio that wanted to make Uncharted remaster, but they said, "Nah, you're making The Last of Us," and then they switched them. Maybe this is the reason why it was quicker to make The Last of Us because they're dry as hell. Because they got nothing to show anywhere.
It was easier to make The Last of Us because think about it. Uncharted is a much older game. It would have been more expensive to remake that, right? With The Last of Us Part 1 remake, they just used the engine. Bro, they just used the engine from The Last of Us 2. Here, the engine from The Last of Us 2. Enjoy. Homer Simpson with the $2. Xbox stay on the hater rate. Oh, come on, Homer Simpson. We hating? Oh, come on, brother.
Sorry to hurt your feelings.
Sorry to hurt your feelings, Homer Simpson. I'm sorry, brother.
My bad, Dirt. I was saying nobody don't give a fuck in my trademark voice.
I heard you say that, but it just sounded like shit because you're on your phone.
You heard that? Jesus.
Yeah, we heard that shit. Homer Simpson.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
Hey, Tip Diamond with the 5 Canadian. What up, Dirt, Sean, Phantom, Dev, R&B, and guest Neff. Hit that like button. Absolutely, Tip Diamond. Thank you for the support, brother. Hey, Javier over there with the 5. Hey, Homer, go under Papa's Jim's desk and show him a good time like y'all do. Oh, shit. He needs to pick me up from crying all August long. Hey, Javier, you know we about to talk about that next, too, brother. Yeah, man, Homer Simpson crying. You about to stay hating. You about to stay hating. I'm so mad.
Why?
Because Xbox always talking about PlayStation and Jim Ryan. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, Joey. Okay.
That
Neff,
shit
man,
is
what
so
you think
creepy
about
behind the scenes. But going on your theory of they don't have shit to show, I want to propose this. So we know that PlayStation was pivoting from making single-player games, which they always will continue to do. But we know they are pivoting to making more games as a service type games. They said they want to launch, 10 of them in the next 4 years or something, or maybe less.
Mm-hmm.
I might be paraphrasing.
They also
there.
said they're going to be in hundreds of shows now. So.
Yeah. So, Joey, not only do they not have much to show right now, clearly, because they probably won't have a showcase this year, what if when they do come back, and assuming they have a showcase next year, maybe early next year, hopefully, it's just a bunch of games as a service type games.
It is definitely possible.
Well, guess what?
It is
If
very
that happens,
possible.
If that happens, they got to go against Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, and Warzone 2. So good luck with that shit.
And it would look better if you're going against those, but yet you're marketing those games. You're marketing Modern Warfare 2, the next Treyarch game. And maybe this is why Sony's freaking out, because they know their marketing deal's coming to a close shortly. 2024 is the last Call of Duty where they have the marketing deal, right? So I don't know.
Yep. Facts. You know, hey, bro, that's just... See, listen, man, we're not up here hating. We're just talking about what we're seeing. Listen, man, I know you guys think we're PlayStation haters. Well, maybe Devin is, but we're just talking. We're just talking about what we're seeing. And we're looking at the evidence. When I go back and talk about last generation, excuse me for a second while I talk about it. Sean, how many times have I said this? I said this over 50 times over the years on this podcast when Phil Spencer said they don't want to show games too early. Clearly, looking back in hindsight, clearly he said that because they had no games to show. They didn't have many games in development. That was his way to kind of, oh, yeah, we don't want to show stuff too early. He was trying to buy time until they had shit to show early. When they did, we saw Fable, Perfect Dark, all of these games, Hellblade 2, games that was far out being shown. So that goes to show you right there.
And they're always ready to show you a big game at events like the Game Awards, like, Perfect Dark and all that. That's awesome.
Yep.
And Durt, on your comment of supposedly we're PlayStation haters, me and you, we're consumers of PlayStation. I have a PS5. You have a PS5. And Joey has a PS5, right?
That was
we're
my brother's
consumers
PS5, which I gave back because that shit is trash.
Okay, but you were a consumer of PlayStation, right? We're consumers or we're consumers. So we're looking to get our value out of these things. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I haven't been gaming much this year because I'm busy working, was at school and all that, right? And I will say Xbox has been dry, right? Mm-hmm. But I can't say PlayStation's been flourishing with games, or at least with compelling games, because Gran Turismo, no interest. Horizon Forbidden West,
no interest.
Doesn't bring me back. And I love Forbidden Dawn, but Forbidden West, I don't know. Even though I'm working all the time, I'm not making time to play that game. That should tell you something. What else do I got? Stray? I'm good on that. What else do I got? That fighting game? I got one on Game Pass.
You got The Last of Us again.
What do we have from PlayStation? We're not haters. We're consumers.
You got the rebleached version, man.
See, I like what
The
Neff just said.
Last of Us for the fourth time in a fucking row. I'm good.
See, look, I like what Neff just said.
Shout out to people who are enjoying it, but at the end of the day, I just have no interest. I'm looking for new, compelling experiences that PlayStation is known for, but I'm not seeing it. Are you guys seeing it?
Yeah, no. Like Neff just said, bro, I appreciate what he just said. We're not saying that PlayStation, is bad. It's just for us personally, first off, Neff admitted that that 2022 has been dry for Xbox as far as first party AAA games. Absolutely. None of us will sit here and say it's been
saying that for years.
Yeah.
But is PlayStation doing any better right now?
Just saying, man. So this is a great point. Let me get a couple super chats. Fonz Hudgens with the 5 to the ponies. Homer Simpson. I see you guys got bored blowing into controllers. Oh shit!
That shit.
Fonz Hudgens, talk that shit, bro.
Let me get this one there before you get that. Eternal should die a member for 9 months. The State of Play show will focus on selling Jim Ryan's tier water for $80. At the end of the show, they'll show a hashtag no monopoly, please.
Yeah, right. Please.
And they'll buy it, which is sad.
Victor Alistine with the 5. New studio head's resume on LinkedIn is impressive. Even worked in PlayStation for 3 years as director of product development between 2013 and 2016. Halo is in good hands. Absolutely. It's great stuff to hear, man. I mean, it's great stuff to hear. So thanks for that, Vic, because I didn't realize he worked for PlayStation either. So, Devin, you got any thoughts about this, bro? About the state of play tomorrow? Oh, like Devin said he had to leave for a second, didn't he?
Yeah,
You're right. I'm sorry.
You got a phone call, yeah.
Yeah. So, any more thoughts about this before we move on, guys?
That shit is trash.
Well, I'm just concerned they waited until the 11th hour to announce it. I hope the show was good, but I find that quite odd.
That's not a good sign.
Day before and hours before. It wasn't early in the morning that you made this announcement, right? You told me just a few hours ago.
1 hour. 1 hour ago.
That's true, bro.
And here's the thing. And I'm going to say this right now. If tomorrow, for some fucking reason, we see some teaser trailer for CGI and it's not fucking gameplay and everybody's losing their mind, ponies, you can go fuck yourself with that shit.
Oh,
CGI doesn't count no more. Period.
Oh, y'all pissing Joey off. Yeah, Joey, tell them because they talk bad about Xbox when they show CGI. Tell them, Joey.
Sorry.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and move on if you're ready to move on.
Let's go play.
Hey, Sean. Man.
Yeah,
Do
bro.
you know what time it is?
What time is it, Playboy?
I think you know. Piece of shit of the week. It is time for POS of the week.
I wonder who it is. There's a lot of them.
Oh, it's so many
there's
of
so
them. You know,
many.
sometimes
So many to choose from. I look forward to this segment.
it's difficult because there's so many to choose from. But this time, I'm gonna pick a pony that's always on Twitter talking shit.
Oh, I didn't see this one. What is this?
Now
He has me blocked.
Now, I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a story saying that Xbox is canceling Stalker 2 pre-orders, and that was true. But the reason was because they didn't have a definite release date because of what's going on with the studio that's developing Stalker 2. Obviously, they're over there in Russia. I mean, not Russia. Where are they at?
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Thank you.
Ukraine, yeah.
And is obviously a war over there still going on. So they said, they're just canceling the pre-orders. But the developers came out and said, they just canceled the pre-orders because the game is still coming. It's still being developed, but they just don't know the time, right? So Sark King, he posted this story. Now, I can't go after him specifically because all he did was post a story, even though I know his motive was to make
100%.
fun.
We know
to
what,
make
what
fun
was,
of it, yeah.
We know what it was, yeah.
Absolutely. So this POS failed Pyromancer. Wow. WTF. Let me guess. This kind of thing happens all the time. Game Pass. Look at this piece of shit. He's trying. Listen, bro. There are certain things that doesn't need to be console war. Anything with Stalker 2 shouldn't be part of the console war. This should not be ammunition for you opponents to say, look at these bots. They can't even get out games on time. These people are in Ukraine where there was a freaking war. They showed a video of the developers actually fighting in the war.
And do you know what they said that's not an excuse? Do you remember that piece of shit said that?
I remember that. I remember that guy said that's not a damn excuse.
There's war
Wait.
every day in the console streets, apparently.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
god damn.
Oh man. Hey, Dirt.
Yeah.
What was that? What was the bullshit excuse they had for Abandoned?
They just stopped talking about it and this is themselves, bro.
They didn't even have an
What?
excuse.
Abandoned. You remember that game Abandoned? They just distance
What?
themselves.
What's abandoned?
Wait, Nethos, you never heard of Abandoned?
Yes, he's sarcasm, man.
Oh man.
Oh, wow, I was about to say.
Sarcasm.
Was it? What was that? Kojima's new project?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So listen, man. Like I said, there's certain things that shouldn't be part of the console war, bro. This is real life stuff those people are going through, and Xbox canceling the pre-orders is just a temporary thing until they get everything right, where they're closer to knowing when the game will be ready. So, failed Pyromancer. You, my friend, are a piece of shit of every week, you POS. Piece of shit of the week. What's wrong with these guys?
I think
man?
he's more than a piece of shit. He's the whole manure. Like, he's
I'll be
shit.
honest with you, there's a
Holy
few
shit.
guys, and I told you about this, like, they know this, you guys on the panel know this, and the guys in the chat as well. We like to go after the guys who are well known and who do podcasting. And some of the shit these podcasters have said is stupid. Come on, there must be limits, man. Some of the dumbest shit ever, like, really? You said that? You're a well-known person on podcasting or maybe a good following on Twitter, and some of the shit you have said, I'm still saying this shit, man. I'm not sure what's wrong with these fucking ponies. They got no limits, it seems.
Yeah, man.
And of all the games to go after, a game where developers are literally out there fighting a war that's very much still going on. I'm sure they have family that they worry about every day. So, like, this game could be put on the back burner. I understand.
Of course.
Even though
bro.
I'm very excited about the game. In fact, this is one of the games I'm most excited for. It looks fucking incredible.
Yep,
Like,
amazing.
Neff, let's put it this
really
way.
does.
If for some reason that game actually turns out to be canceled, we have no right nor be angry at them if they do so.
We don't.
We're talking about
You-
real life
you may be
situations. We're talking about
disappointed, but it is
developers working in
understandable.
their hallways because they're away to be bombed next to their windows.
Yep.
It's like, what
Absolutely.
the hell we're doing, man? It's ridiculous.
Yep. I agree, guys. But let's go ahead and move on. because it is time to talk about that crybaby POS. He's crying, y'all.
Snitching.
He's snitching. He's crying. He's snitching.
Jim Ryan.
Sitting in that cold, dark room, stitching for a hamburger.
Good old Jim, man. Jim Ryan's crying, y'all. Now, we've been talking about this, oh, man, over the last few days. This whole topic has been around for a month now. The whole month of August, we were talking shit about Jim Ryan crying. Sean's been talking about it. I've been talking about it. Plenty of YouTubers have been talking about it. So let's go ahead and talk about it again because we had an update. Jim Ryan, he came out and he said some shit about, he talked to Phil Spencer, and Phil Spencer said that after the contractual obligations, he's only going to give him 3 more Call of Duties. He said, man, really have to give you that. He didn't have to give you that. He said, I hadn't intended to comment on what I understood to be a private business discussion, but I feel the need to set the record straight because Phil Spencer brought this into a public forum. Microsoft has only offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends. After almost 20 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation, their proposal was inadequate on many levels and failed to take account of the impact on our gamers. Our gamers, right, Sean? So Xbox, that's the Xbox problem. Xbox problem is to focus on their gamers. Y'all ain't focus on Xbox gamers when y'all said this how you share your games, did you? Y'all ain't focus on the Xbox gamers that want to play Final Fantasy on the Xbox, did you?
Facts.
How about Street Fighter 5? How about Spider-Man, which is always a multi-platform game? Did you? This hypocritical POS. Then also said, we want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality Call of Duty experience. And Microsoft's proposal undermines this principle. You know what, dog? I know, like I said, we've been talking about this for a while. But damn it, I am sick and tired. Every time I read this shit, I get irritated. Every time, Sean and the panel, because it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. This is a business. Neith, I'm glad you were here, bro. Because you were a guy that was around last generation like I was. You witnessed a lot of shit. How many people used to say, Xbox, will you just compete? Put up a fight, damn it, won't you? You're Microsoft.
Be the behemoth you are.
Be the behemoth.
Be the behemoth that you are.
Fight back.
Be the behemoth that you are.
The world's
Fight back.
richest company, $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
Hobo of gaming.
We've heard that for so long. Now that they're doing this is the shit we're seeing. This is the shit we're seeing where Jim Ryan is saying, like, Xbox has failed to take account of the impact of our gamers. That's like somebody saying, yo, Durt, you guys shouldn't talk so much shit because some other podcasts, their audience, don't really like it. What? I don't give a shit about them. It's about what my audience wants, what my audience needs. We don't care about them. That's like, why is it Xbox's job to care about your gamers? Xbox is a successful business that's trying to remain successful. So I just feel like this is ridiculous. And I actually watched some of a podcast earlier because I'm curious on Colin Moriarty's takes, right? I don't watch pony podcasts too often, but sometime on certain subjects, I would turn to a podcast.
Why buy Ninja Theory?
Yeah, exactly. Just to hear the foolishness that he has to say. And true enough, I didn't listen to the whole part, but his panel members was kind of like, well, at least one of them was going after Phil Spencer saying, well, he's kind of lying, He said he was going to leave it on PlayStation, and so you're going after Phil Spencer
for the rest of the gen.
Yeah. He said,
Thank you, Nev. Thank you.
Him 3, listen, after the contract, here's 3 more. He doesn't have to do that. He's not
So what
obligated to
Phil
offer them
Spencer's
3
saying,
more.
Dirt, is here's one more Call of Duty up to your contract because Call of Duty's not coming out every year.
Right.
You can have Call of Duty for the rest of the generation, but come the new Xbox, come the new PlayStation, you ain't getting that shit. That's what he's saying.
That's what I've been saying.
Facts,
No,
bro.
no, go ahead. Go get. What is that?
New York G-Man with the 20. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Neth,
Shout out
I'm
to you.
so glad you said that because Joey was saying the same thing, and it kept flying on people's head. This is what I hope happens, because has it been confirmed that he agreed to this contract, or was just complaining about their proposal? Did he agree to it?
No,
Clearly
he
he's
I
not
think
agreeing
he
to it.
didn't agree to it. He was
think he did.
complaining about it.
Because Phil actually said they reached an agreement
Oh shit!
back in January. So
Did
you
he
can
say that? Because I still have his tweet. Hold on, let me look
Go
that
ahead,
up.
look. I think they did. I think
I
Phil is
think
implying
what
that
he's
he
doing
did.
is he's bringing this to the public, and Dirt's looking up. He's bringing it to the public forum to appease, to get YouTubers talking, to get influencers talking, and trying to make Microsoft look like the big bad guy. But really, what Jim was looking like is a complete crybaby. What
Like a
his
bitch.
letter is reading is Microsoft is threatening to take away PlayStation's #1 market leader position. That's what Microsoft is doing.
Mm-hmm.
This whole PlayStation is going to go out of business is complete nonsense. They will not go out of business. PlayStation will be absolutely fine. But I will say they're not going to be the #1 console anymore.
Third place.
You can clip that, but they will not be
Third
the
place.
#1 console anymore once Call of Duty becomes exclusive.
Talk
But-
that shit.
Even before that. Oh, I'm sorry. Dirk,
Microsoft has the best first-party studios.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
My bad, Dirk. Get that super chat first before I start talking.
Raiden Blade with the $2. You guys using Z words. That's the funny dog crap. Yeah, Z the homie, but he was saying that shit.
He
He was saying, "Eat him, him if you
He
are."
was the most vocal.
Z was saying that shit, and I'm absolutely quoting
Years.
him, but he was 100% right in everything.
Yeah,
he
he
said.
was.
Microsoft was the hobo of gaming. Microsoft needed to be the behemoth that they really are, and I fully stand behind that. But
Right, I
I will
agree.
not stand behind walking back those words. Fuck
Absolutely.
that. Fuck
But
PlayStation.
now they
and
don't
he
like
was
it.
right.
And PlayStation should say fuck Xbox. That's what we want.
But now they don't like it. They're like, "Yo, you're going too
You
much."
gone too far.
Look,
No,
Yeah.
I agree. Z was 100% right when he used to say that. I used to agree with him. I was like, yes, this is Microsoft. They need to be more aggressive. And now they're aggressive. PlayStation can't take it. They're like, no, don't do this to us.
Ain't no
They
fun
didn't
when the
give
rabbit
a
got the gun.
Bro, they didn't give a shit when the Xbox bought Bethesda. You didn't hear nothing. But now they're bread and butter. They're bread and butter Call of Duty. Oh, no.
They
Listen.
are upset that Microsoft is doing something that's going to guarantee to upset their #1 position.
Absolutely.
That's why they're up in it. I mean, maybe PlayStation will remain #1 the rest of the generation. It's very possible. But I'm saying the next Xbox, the next PlayStation, if that Call of Duty is exclusive, PlayStation is #2. Maybe
You know what?
#3.
You know what? You could be right. It could be #1 in console sales, but in money, I think it's going to be Microsoft because all that
And
Call of Duty
money,
money.
Joey, it is absolutely Microsoft because they're already working with PlayStation and Sony for Azure. Microsoft has this.
Yep.
So
The Angry Therapist with the $5. Have Xbox Game Pass on PlayStation and problem solved, Jim. If Xbox Game Pass with the PlayStation console over, bro. Xbox One.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on.
Because did Phil not mention that he approached both Nintendo and Sony about putting Game Pass on PlayStation?
Yep.
And what did they do? Did they not laugh him off?
Yeah,
They,
What's
yeah.
Microsoft?
that underlines their
Why do we need
services.
that shit? Why are we going to help our competition?
Yeah.
They laughed that shit off. Phil's like, okay. He backed off. Short while after, he bought the ZeniMax.
Right.
Gotcha,
Short
bitch.
little while after that, he's jumping on Activision.
Thank you
What's
for putting that
PlayStation
tweet
doing
up.
now? Crying.
Yep. Facts. So let me get this where you go, Joey. Had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. I confirmed our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry and we value our relationship. He said our desire to keep
Okay.
Call of Duty
Okay.
on PlayStation.
Okay.
People said Phil, hold on, Joy. Hold your thought. People said Phil lied. Phil never said we are 100% keeping Call of Duty on PlayStation forever. He said our desire. So after 2027, if PlayStation wants to keep it on their console, maybe they have to renegotiate. Something
They
has to
absolutely
happen.
will have to. And
Yeah.
like you said, Dirt, their desire. They desire to put Game Pass on PlayStation. It's not their fault it's not on there. Whose fault is it?
Yep.
Now, Dirt, when did that tweet came out? Like January, right?
Yeah, that's the first announcement after like a few days
Yeah,
afterwards.
that was
Okay.
his first personal statement.
Okay. Now, Jim came with his statement, what, 8 months after?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What the
was that
hell?
last week?
Because he will say, Phil, you said something to the media. Why?
But-
I'm going to say
No,
something.
but hold on, Dirt.
No,
No, he
but
didn't.
wait, keep going. Let me keep going with this because this is funny. Like,
Yeah, go ahead. Go
my
ahead.
intent to comment on this, what I understood to be a private business discussion, but I feel the need to set the record straight because Phil brought it into the public forum. 8 months later.
Wait,
Fine. That's fine. Okay, now we go. Microsoft has only offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends. Blah 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 blah. Their proposal was inadequate.
Inadequate.
Inadequate. Thank you. Inadequate on so many levels. Now that is in the public forum, please elaborate. What do you mean that is inadequate? Because now it's out of the open. What do you mean? You can't come up like, oh, he's doing this bad. What is he doing? He's doing bad stuff. What is he doing? He's doing bad stuff. What is he doing? It's in the public forum now. Everything is public now. What is Microsoft doing that is inaccurate? Fuck that.
Inadequate.
Fuck that
Inadequate.
Thank you. For
It's-
you.
Joey, it's
Which-
inadequate because they got their foot in their ass. That's what's inadequate.
No, but I think in so many levels and failed to take account of the impact of our gamers, which is hilarious.
He means their wallets.
It's like, wait, hold on. Bitch, those kids ain't mine, and you want me to pay child support? Go fuck yourself. But here's the funny part. Your gamers is actually Microsoft customers too, because all gamers are the same customer. It's not yours. You don't own these people.
Facts.
This is not, what are you talking about? Get our gamers. What are you talking about? Our gamers. Those gamers have the same rights to buy another console and play Call of Duty on the Switch, PC, or even on the Xbox. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like you own these people, right? That is weird to me. And the other one, we want to guarantee gamers to continue to have the highest quality Call of Duty experience.
I love passing the Joey.
First of all, it's not up to you. You can't guarantee shit.
Right.
You don't have the power to guarantee anything. So right now, Microsoft is literally telling you, you ever bent over and take this, or you ain't getting shit. For real.
That shit.
They have no power right now out of this. They want to make it. Like, here's the funny part. They want to make themselves look like they're the victims, and they want to make Microsoft look bad. But it's like, instead of going that way, you're looking weak.
Yeah, bro.
And
Like
as a
people calling their
crybaby.
ass out too, Joe. People calling their ass out. Like besides the extreme ponies.
Undermine this principle. What principle? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? As far as I understand, the principle of making games as a parody, you underlined it when we saw the contract of Resident Evil 8. When you said Microsoft cannot have a higher frame rate or higher pixel counts because it has to be paired with the PS5. Remember that in Resident Evil 8?
Yeah.
So why can
a
you
lot of
have
things
that
came out.
long? It's crazy to me. Like they think they own the gamers, they think they own the console space, they think they're entitled to absolutely everything, and that's their mindset. And it's crazy to me. It's like, what the hell do you? So his statement is actually inadequate, for real. It's wrong in so many levels.
Fuck that shit, Joey. Hey,
Nah,
Sean,
just ignore the extra.
Yeah, look at that
Yeah,
super
bro.
chat.
Oh shit.
Hold on. G
What the
Stealth
hell?
with the I got it. G Stealth with the 5. Show that clip, the guy saying somebody woke up asleep in power. Yeah, I'm about to pull it up because I put it on
Okay,
Sean, so I
Melody.
forgot. Yeah, that's why
It wasn't a power, but you'll play the clip.
Yeah. Raiden Blade with the 2. Quid, Moots, and Jim sitting in the tree. KISSING. You like it. Oh, shit.
Talk that shit, killer.
The Angry Therapist MD with the 5. Jim wanted the same deal they got with Activision. Jim wanted to be even across the platforms. Yeah,
Psych.
But I agree there. But the funny part is, it's actually happening. There have, as far everybody consensus, the people actually know stuff. The marketing deals is up to 2024. Microsoft is giving an extra 3 more years that gives them until 2027, regardless if a game comes out in those years or not. But when we're 2027, I can guarantee you we're going to be talking about the new consoles or whatever technology we're talking about for the next gen. So basically, Microsoft is guaranteeing them that you're going to get a Call of Duty for the PS5 and the remainder of this generation. Next generation, and I said this, and a lot of people are like, nah, that doesn't make sense. You don't make contracts for a console or an ecosystem or a technology that doesn't exist yet. So you can't make a perpetuity fucking contract like you're going to get it forever. I don't even know if Sony's going to be here forever. So you can't do that. That's why you make marketing deals or these contracts in blocks, 5 years at a time.
There you go.
So whatever Phil is doing, Phil is actually doing it right. I can't guarantee you're having a PS6, bro. You can't guarantee me that shit. So you're getting 3 more years. And after that, we can talk. So far, if you want to say Phil is lying, he ain't lying.
Yeah, no.
He ain't lying.
The angry therapist with the $2 don't want it to be even.
Don't want it to be even. The deal. Don't want the deal.
Then of course they don't want it to be even.
Exactly,
But
man.
Dirt, this is my issue. He said Phil Spencer came out publicly first. No, he didn't. The only reason he's crying is because some Brazil documents got leaked and they saw how much he was bitching.
Yeah. That's what happened. The like documents got leaked, right? Yeah.
So why is he blaming Phil Spencer for his paperwork getting shown?
You gotta blame somebody. Raiden Blade with the $2. Jimmy only worried about his bonus, not the game. It's of course, man.
Facts,
bro.
Facts,
He's worried about the. I know you want to play that clip there.
Yeah,
he's worried about when he's concerned about his gamers. He's worried about a console shift. What Call of Duty can do. How can it hurt the PlayStation brand, especially when it comes to next generation, or maybe if to do a mid-gen refresh, who knows? And that he's worried about that. He doesn't give a fuck about the gamers. You think he gives a shit about the quality of Call of Duty? Call of Duty games have not been getting the best Metacritic. They're not getting the best received. They just make money left, right, and center. Every year that game comes out, whatever platform is on, Xbox or Sony, it's the number 1 selling game. Whenever it comes out, it makes money, and that's what he's worried about. And he knows when people, the casuals, we talked about this, Dad talked about this, people are still on the PS4 and the Xbox One gen. They still haven't transitioned to the next gen, the current gen right now. They're still waiting for that step. As soon as that step happens, if they see Call of Duty marketed by Xbox, or maybe it becomes exclusive in the next 2 to 3 years, if that shift is going to happen, people, the casual, will go there. They see a game like Call of Duty only available on an Xbox. They can see the Series S for $299, $250, or the Series X for like $450. Bro, they're going to go there, and that's what they're worried about. They don't want that shift because that game's a juggernaut. Just the same with GTA. GTA is one of them games. If that became a console exclusive, trust me on that. That will move people over to a different console.
Absolutely.
And that's the type of game it is.
I'm glad you said that because that's the thing, right? You know, what Jim Ryan said, Call of Duty is the type of game that can make consumers switch consoles pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something very similar to that. No shit, bro. GTA, I'm sorry. Call of Duty is that type of franchise that can force people to buy the platform. Guess what? Spider-Man, if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're a huge Spider-Man fan, guess what you did because you wanted to play that game. You bought you a PS4 if you wanted to play it that bad. And people trip me out when they say, because Kyler Moriarty and them said it this morning, well, Xbox will be stupid even in 7 years to take it off of PlayStation.
What?
I hate when they say that shit.
Saying that.
Because hold on. Let me get this off first. The thing, this what pisses me off. Xbox goal is to get people to come to their platform.
Facts.
To the Xbox ecosystem. If you want to play Call of Duty bad enough, you will bring your punk ass to the Xbox ecosystem. Those guys are like, no, there will be stupid. PlayStation makes too much money on PlayStation. From 7 years from now, we don't know what's going to be going on with Call of Duty or the Xbox brand. Because these people, these entitled PlayStation fanboys, just act like PlayStation is so flawless. Like, how dare people choose to go to the Xbox to play Call of Duty? If they want to play Call of Duty and they love the game that damn much, they will go to the Xbox to play it. And that's what Xbox is betting on. Right?
Well, this is the
that
same guy that
irritates
said
me, bro.
Starfield would be a multi-plats.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he also
will be-
said, why
Fallout.
buy Ninja Theory? Why buy Double Fine?
Yeah, and Durt, thank you for saying that thing, like entitled all that stuff. But here's the thing that I don't know if a lot of people like understood also what Phil is saying. Well, the statements that is out there, right? They're only offering them 3 more years. To me, in my mind, is like Phil and Microsoft is saying, dude, if you think I can't live without Sony, you're crazy.
Facts.
I don't need your money. I'm giving you 3 years because I'm a good guy. But for real,
good
I don't
gesture.
need your money. That's to me what Microsoft is saying. Because if Microsoft actually needed those $70 billion back as soon as possible, clearly they would have come out with a statement like Call of Duty will remain forever as a legacy title on PlayStation and the other platform. They could have done that.
It's Microsoft,
Easy,
bro.
Joey, didn't we have the same conversation with Bethesda? Because there was that same speculation
Same shit.
about
Same shit, R&B.
Microsoft needs to make the money back as soon as possible. And all that bullshit. Then what happened? Starfield, exclusive.
Hey, R&B, this week,
Microsoft.
I'm sorry. R&B, you're absolutely right, brother. They were saying that same shit. I'm sorry, Neff.
Microsoft
Neff, go ahead.
bought both publishers with fucking cash.
Cash.
Pocket change.
Cash, bro. Cash.
Cash. They're
What?
not hurting to get this money back immediately.
And here's the other thing that is crazy and it's great. Like, somebody came with the numbers of Call of Duty. Like, let's see what are the player base. I think it's around 150, 170 million players, active players of Call of Duty. It's like 30 to 40 million of those in PlayStation. The rest, 100 is on PC. Microsoft is like, wait, we need PlayStation? There's 100 motherfuckers over here. Why do we need PlayStation? For real. So
You can play these games via the cloud on your mobile device. You can play them natively on your PC. You can play them natively on your Xbox consoles. This game is still everywhere. It's just not on PlayStation and probably the Nintendo Switch. So it really doesn't change much. And whatever Sony wants to do, it's not going to hold up there.
you know what's
Facts,
funny,
bro.
Neff? Now that you say it, if Sony would have had a browser, they could have streamed it on Xbox.
There's a reason they don't have a browser.
But
They
there
don't
is a
want
browser.
that.
It's just hard. It's hard as balls to get to.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
let
did
me
that
say
on
this right
purpose.
quick. Hey, let me say this right quick before we move on. R&B, I'm glad you said that about Bethesda because that's something, like it kind of slipped my mind. They were saying the same exact shit when the Xbox bought Bethesda.
Exactly.
They are not going to take those games off of PlayStation. They can't survive without PlayStation. They can't. Look at you now. Like you said, R&B. No, Starfield. They was like Starfield is going to be a multiplayer because Xbox can't do the no. They're not
Can't
going
afford
to
it.
They're not going to risk losing the PlayStation brand. Exclusive, bitch. I'm just saying, man. So they're saying the same shit again about Call of Duty. Call of Moriarty, they're not going to want to lose all the play. Bruh, this is Microsoft. Neff just said they bought ZeniMax cash. They
Both
bought
of them.
Activision Blizzard cash. 70 billion, bro.
Do you know what they're afraid of, Dirt? They're afraid that this Modern Warfare 2 is going to come out. Great. It's going to be amazing. Even PlayStation will even have the marketing deal with it. They got the beta first, right?
Right.
Then come that next Call of Duty. When does that come out? Does that come out at 2027? Because it's not coming out the year after. They're going to
They're taking a
forward
break,
the
yeah.
format.
Yeah, it says
So when is that game coming out? And is that the last one you get to markets, right?
Hmm.
And imagine come 2027, right? The new consoles are coming out. It's either going to be a pro model or a new generation. I'm leaning towards the new generation at that point.
right.
Call of fucking Duty is probably Microsoft's launch title. Can you fucking imagine? And before you guys think that's crazy, believe it or not, the Xbox 360 launched with Call of Duty as a launch title.
2. Yeah,
Yes.
Call of Duty 2.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Call of Duty 2 for people who probably aren't even old enough to remember that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
that
Like
point.
you, Neff. Like you ain't old enough to
No, I was there. I was there.
Just about.
No, but you're right though. And did I see some ponies say on Twitter, if it wasn't for PlayStation, Call of Duty wouldn't be what it is today?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that bullshit. What the fuck are they talking about?
Call of Duty
Listen,
was
bro.
mainstream,
Listen, bro.
started being mainstream on the 360.
360s when COD became
Mhm.
the beast. Now, PlayStation did continue it last generation, but come on, man.
Microsoft got cheap.
Know your history. Xbox helped COD get to where it is.
There, I'm sick of these gamers that only started on the PS4 era. Swear up and down they know what was been going on because like they're in kindergarten right now and act like they're in college. This is sickening.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Carl Wee with the 10. They act like PlayStation is the be-all, end-all to gaming. I saw Jay Barry say nobody wants to play COD on Xbox. No, Jay Barry, you don't want to play on Xbox. Unfortunately, PlayStation has nothing to fill that gap. And it's sad because Jim Ryan is pretty much throwing all of his studios up under the damn bus. Like, we can't compete. If we don't have COD, we can't compete. They're trying to make these games as a service, but that don't mean they're going to hit. So he's like, we can't compete. We need COD, man. We can't lose these guys. I know that, their developers like, bitch.
They have the best developers in the world. Naughty Dog's a great fucking studio. Whether you like them or not, that's a great studio. Insomniac's a great studio. And they have plenty of talent. You're telling me within 7 years, you can't make something? You just bought Bungie.
Right.
I don't know if anybody watched David Jaffe's stream. It was a great stream. I watch his content sometimes. The fact that you're telling us you can't make anything within 7 years to combat Call of Duty, I call bullshit.
Exactly, bro.
One thing is interesting, and that could happen, that if everything goes down as planned, Microsoft gets Activision Blizzard and all this stuff, I would not be surprised if Bungie starts to way off the Xbox is starting to be exclusive. That will be a good turnout because now we're talking about straight up competition, right? We got COD, we got Halo, we got Doom, we got Wolfenstein, and you got Bungie. That's a good competition to me. That's what Sony should be doing. Compete, not cry. Compete.
You know what I really wish? I kind of expect it to happen. Whenever this contract Phil Spencer sent to Jim Ryan, if he accepted it, I really, really hope in that contract is y'all can keep, your funky ass agreements and marketing, but we get it in Game Pass starting either this year or next year. I hope that's in there somewhere.
But the thing is, I really don't think Sony put any clauses against Game Pass with Call of Duty.
That's why I'm hoping.
Nobody expected that ever to happen.
That's why I'm hoping.
It's like me out of nowhere, like, hey, Dirk, guess what I did? What? I bought the entire Dallas Cowboys. You're like, what the fuck? When did that happen? Nobody expected that shit. So of course nobody was prepared for any of that shit.
I guarantee you're right. And that's why they keep bringing up in those Brazilian documents and everything. They'll put in Game Pass because they don't have anything in their contract to prevent it.
Oh shit.
Yep. I think you guys are right because if you think about it, when they signed that contract, I believe it started 2019
years ago.
2019 because it's a 5-year increments. 2019 they signed that contract. Like you said, they didn't at that time Xbox Game Pass was in its infancy.
It wasn't popping.
Yeah,
it just launched.
Yeah, it just launched. You're right about that. I don't think that shit is in there. Hey, Trey Bone for $5. Jim Ryan out here snitching like Ray J's doing to Kim Kardashian and her mom over there. Staged sex tape. LOL ponies. Welcome to 2013 generation.
Oh shit!
I actually saw that, bro. I actually saw Ray J was like, "Yeah, her mom told us to do it." I was like, "Wow."
That's TMI.
Yeah, but yeah, it was crazy. He's talking. So man.
Has any Call of Duty game been in Game Pass? Like,
no.
Activision doesn't even use Game Pass.
Yeah, but soon
so
they will
there you
all
go.
be. Phil Spencer is being a bully.
Shut your bitch ass up.
What? I don't like you very much. Phil Spencer's being a bully to Jim Ryan. Leave him alone. This is bullshit.
That's not the same without the music. The music is what adds to it.
Neff, you should see the bot version. Oh my god,
the Xbox version.
It's dramatic as hell.
Sean's supposed to do the Xbox version.
Oh man.
When the time comes and come to
it's dramatic as hell.
But Dirk, this is the one thing no one's thinking about. All right, so their contract ends in 2024, correct?
Yes.
All right.
The marketing contract, yeah.
Say those games make it on time, whatever. As soon as 2025 hits, Sony will no longer market another Call of Duty game ever at all. That's only 2022. That's 3 years to wait, possibly. Xbox will control marketing. They'll control the betas. They'll control the skins, DLC, maps, all that stuff. So from 2024 onward, or 2025, however, assuming the game comes out on time, all the numbers, all the high ranking, all the money splits, the high rank, player count, all that's going to go from PlayStation to Xbox. Because how many years did it take for PlayStation to get all those gamers from 360 to PS4?
Like 2.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear this bullshit that they just have to stay on PlayStation because that's where they normally play. No, it didn't take that long to pull them. It's not going to take long to get them back.
Yep.
So, guys, thinking real quick, how many big exclusive has Microsoft released this year?
No.
Like none?
First
And
party.
how far are they
no.
behind in PlayStation
Well-
on like console sales?
I think only like 5 million.
Not even 10 million.
No.
So imagine what happens when you start getting these exclusives coming. Imagine what happens when you get Call of Duty coming exclusive,
Facts.
and to even just Game Pass Day 1.
Facts.
Sony
bro.
is fucking terrified right now.
Yes, they are, bro. They're absolutely terrified.
This is not the Xbox One. People are not viewing Xbox as a shit console right now because even with jack shit, there's less content for that Series X than there was the Xbox One and same point life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
People are buying this shit. Hey, that Series S everyone was making fun of? Bet you don't want to count it now, do you?
Exactly. Separate them. Separate them.
Separate them.
Now, here's the other thing that nobody's counting. Also, that remember Sony has a cross play tax. If once Microsoft gets that, he's gonna say this straight up, Sony, what are you talking about cross play tax? I ain't paying you for shit. Period. So that's less
Sony
revenue.
would never go into a court battle, especially with Microsoft, because they have done so much fucked up shit that Microsoft can bring up that their court case would be laughable if they even tried that.
Yep. So that's about it, man.
In fact, you could argue that Sony was over there funding Activision during all these explicit things. They were shoveling money over there and didn't help anything.
Yeah, man. Like we heard, AGC said it was a bunch of crazy shit that PlayStation did in the past, man. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go to the last part of the show. Hey, Sean, you got to bounce, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip, bro. I gotta go work in like 2.5 hours.
All right, man. It's all good, man. I will holler at you tomorrow, my man. Sean, hey, y'all. Sean got to leave a little early. He got to get up a little early, man. So thanks, Sean. Thank you, bro.
Anytime, bro. Nav for Joey R&B. Take care, guys in the chat. Hit that like button. And
Hit that
ponies,
like button.
kiss my motherfucking ass. And like I said, if I ever see you bitch asses with Jim Ryan on them street corners, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna throw eggs on your bitch ass. Remember that. I don't give a fuck. I will fuck you up on that, you pussies.
Hey,
Stuff
Sean,
bitches.
like before you go though, don't you ever forget what they said. Some of the flip-floppers said about Xbox years ago.
Somebody woke a sleeping giant. Now just give us.
Repeat that once again, brother.
Somebody woke a sleeping giant. Now just give us that $3.90.
And who was that? Who's that guy talks about a sleeping giant?
That was the homie Mooch, man.
Oh shit! You mean Mr. Flip Flopper?
Mr. Flip Flop, and now Xbox is trash.
Oh,
that guy.
Shit.
Yeah,
God
man.
of War, Last of Us, Swing to the Left, you name it. That was him. No shit. Buy American products only.
Yeah,
You're
buy American products only. Yeah,
you're
that
American. When I'm in GameStop, pulled up on a kid. Listen, punk. Why are you buying a PlayStation 4? That's a Japanese company. Buy American. You're American on that. That's the type of shit this guy used to say. And people still rock out with him. Fuck out of here. Fuck him and fuck the rest of the ponies. That's what I gotta say. There. Take care,
bro. You take care, man.
You pieces of shit.
Hey, you get some rest. D-Skills H-Town with the 5. Microsoft doesn't need Sony money. They have Office and Windows money. Exactly, bro. People are acting like Microsoft can't survive without PlayStation's cut from Call of Duty. No, they'll be fine. But the thing is, they want everybody to go to their ecosystem. That's what they want.
Listen. You know what you guys are all forgetting? People bring that up in the chat. Sony pays Microsoft for the user fucking cloud. So if they got that PlayStation money, you don't gotta worry.
Right. I'm telling you, man, people they
got that
it's
money.
Like most of the ponies. That's their logic. You know, yes. Just entitled. They think like PlayStation is flawless, and they need them. They need them. So, all right, guys. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get to the end of the show. My bad, y'all. My bad.
I mean, there's another one around, so if you want to bring him up.
Hey, it's always one, but this is what I meant to play.
I'm mad right now.
Time for Do You Give a Shit news. So listen, guys, there's a lot of topics. I'm not going to get through all of them, but I'm going to hit a lot of them. So let's just roll through it. So Assassin's Creed, like Ubisoft show was Saturday, it was ass, but the Assassin's Creed stuff was very interesting. They pretty much announced 4 new Assassin's Creed games, 2 AAA, 1 mobile, the other one I don't know what the hell it was. Assassin's Creed Mirage will be $50. It's about 15 to 20 hours. They're going back to the old style of Assassin's Creed.
Yes, thank you.
While Assassin's Creed, I believe it's what was the name of the one that's going to be what is it? Oh, fuck. I don't have it down
Describe it.
Like the one with the Japanese, like the samurai.
Project Red.
It's
Project Red. Yeah, that's going to be like the open world style of RPG. Which like the last few games have been Valhalla, Odyssey, so that's going to be like that, and that's going to be cool. Then they got a mobile one. So yeah, what do you guys think about this Assassin's Creed stuff? Do you give a shit? Because
I do. I'm a fan of Assassin's Creed franchise. Yeah, thank you. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm so glad they're going back to the original. Back to the Middle East, back to all right. You're an assassin, stealth. You plan your assassination, and you fill it out. It's not a big open world. Collect all these damn flags and all these other locations and shit. I think they said it's focused on like one city. I think, and that's what. Yes, that's what it is. You are in the city, move around stealthily, assassinating people. None of this other bullshit where it just, they took it too far with the open world, just filling up with crap and just doing it for the sake of doing it. It was pointless. I don't know if they wanted to pad the numbers out.
I enjoyed those games. They were long.
They're great.
Yeah,
I really like them. I mean,
but the focus is all over there.
But they didn't feel like Assassin's Creed. I gotta give you that much. Like my favorite one is Odyssey. I love Odyssey. I have a whole bunch of hours in it. But at the end of the day, when I was playing Odyssey, I'm like, it's not Assassin's Creed though.
Yeah.
So
it's a different IP.
And to me, I'm looking forward to Red, which is the ninja one, of course.
Yeah.
Hexen.
Made by the Odyssey team, Joey. Made by the Odyssey team, by the way.
Amazing.
Which one's made by Odyssey team?
The Red, the code Red.
Okay, so this is my thing. I hope going forward they split the franchise in 2. You want to do open world, roam around, whatever the hell, historical spots, cool. That's one lane. But I need a dedicated series of just assassinations and stealth.
But apparently they're doing both. They're like, all right, we know where there's like the open world RPG people that really likes it, so they're making them one for them. And they're also making one more linear that is dedicated only on stealth. And hopefully that's the red one in Japan with the whole ninja thing. There's a whole bunch of ideas.
That's the RPG one, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but the fact that you're a ninja,
they all have like ninja stuff. So RPG elements too. But to me, Red and Hexen, that's the one I'm happy
game. Like it's $50, but it's really just akin to the original type game. So I find that interesting. They're not charging the $70 for it.
Well, they did announce today that they're going to charge $70 for their games. But apparently, if the game is really AAA, if it's like big AAA, like say like what could it be? Odyssey, that's a $70 game. But if it's like a smaller game, not too long and not too many stuff, $50. You know what? I can live with that.
But a lot of gamers like those smaller games. Like
that's why they're kind of doing both of them.
Lately, when you tell me the length of a game and it's like, you got to beat it in 60 for over 100 hours, I'm like,
it's too much.
No.
When it's when it's a focus thing, you're just assassin. That's it. You're not a globe trekker, just assassin. Cool. Stick to that.
I mean, clearly it's an experiment to see if this model will work.
I hope it does.
Hopefully it does, man.
I think it will. I think it's going to be very successful.
But think about it. They have taken away all the Tom Clancy games. They're not concentrating on that stuff. Skull and Bones is Skull and Bones. Leave that alone. So I'm guessing they're like really concentrating their whole manpower. Like, Let's make the best experience. And what's the cash cow? The cash cow they have is Assassin's Creed. So if they, let's be honest, Assassin's Creed is their Halo. So if they mess that up,
Oh yeah,
whole
hold on.
thing goes down.
Let's move on. 'Cause I'm about to get this pony in the chat right quick.
Who's that?
Oh, but the last thing. The wild card is it's Assassin's Creed horror game, codename Hex.
The Hexen, that's the one I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to. Now, out of all of them, because yes,
So what do you do? I don't understand. Are you killing
it
people or are you
has
doing
to
something
do
else?
with the whole like Inquisition thing back in Germany, where some
What?
events about witch hunts were like really
Okay, it's time to
strong
move
over
on, man. I
there.
ain't want y'all going to this one. This is do you give a shit, y'all.
Damn, that,
Yeah.
Because we
Y'all
give
been
a
talking about this
shit.
shit for
Bro.
15 minutes.
this should have been a topic.
Yeah, right.
Well, we ain't had time.
Oh,
We hit the other 3 topics. Yeah.
All I know that in the little
Move on.
the puzzle thing, Mephisto is named in the puzzle. It's the devil,
Mephisto.
bro.
What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Dude, let it go. You guys.
Hey, Trey Bone forward with
read.
the $2. Sony ponies are like the Cowboys. They need a hand.
Oh,
Talk
damn.
that shit.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah, that quarterback just
hey,
get
yo,
hurt
Fist
again.
Grease. Don't
You know
think because you paid me, I'm gonna read your shit.
Oh, damn.
Don't think because you paid me some money, I'm gonna read your shit. Nah, I ain't reading that shit. Are you trying to convince me? Because every week you come here talking some dirt. King Thrash is right. PlayStation is better. Are you trying to convince me? How about you convince yourself? Get the fuck out of here. I don't care that you give me $5. Nah, bro. We don't do that here. All right. Give a fuck. You give me $5. He said that shit every week. I let you slide the last few weeks. Dirt, the PlayStation's better. Okay, fine, bro. Are you trying to convince yourself? Well, I don't get it. Some of these guys think because they paid me, I'm gonna read their shit. Nah, bro. You are not welcome here. Let's move on, man. Damn dumbass pony.
Assassin's Creed is great.
Hey, so Cyberpunk 2077 first expansion has been revealed. Phantom Liberty is coming to next gen consoles and will be only next gen on PC, Xbox, PS5, and ARB. It's also going to be on Stadia. So
Don't nobody give a fuck about Stadia.
So yeah,
When is that gonna die?
Who knows?
anytime now, bro. Anytime.
I'm waiting for the fucking day already.
Yeah.
I
Any
fuck-
day now, they're gonna be like, yeah, like Google is discontinuing Stadia. I guarantee.
Yeah. I fucks with it. I'm glad they're finally doing what they should have done the first time around with the game, with the update. They're cutting it off at the next gen consoles, even though they announced this game before the last gen consoles came out, which is crazy. But I'm glad it's getting back on track. I fear they're not going to do anything past this because the entire development cycle was just one fucking crater that ruined their name, and they still haven't earned that back yet. So I love the world. I love the lore. I love the source book it comes from. But yeah, they crapped all over it. So I hope they at least close it out decent enough.
Yeah. So, hey, so Tencent invested 300 million euros, which is a 49.9% stake in Ubisoft.
Damn.
So that's a huge stake in Ubisoft, bro. 50%. Damn, they ain't playing. So Xbox announced the Xbox Elite 2 core controllers is priced at $130, which is 50% less. That's because all the interchangeable parts are sold separately. But they also announced that you can build an Elite controller in Xbox Design Labs.
Oh,
There
what?
you
I
go.
might be getting one. I mean, $130
it's
bucks. That's
pretty
not
cool.
bad.
Yeah,
We
well,
already have all the
unique Elite
interchangeable
controllers,
parts. So,
If I can't find a Halo Infinite one, I'll probably go there.
but here's the funny part: a lot of people saying they're having troubles with it. I haven't. Like, it's been a
My
year,
Halo
and,
Infinite one is fire, bro.
and my thing is perfect. It's like nothing has gone wrong with it at all.
So I got mine in 2019. That's when the Elite 2 came out. I've had 0 issues with it.
Yeah, me too. I had 0 issues with mine. I hear a lot of people saying they had issues. I have none with mine. Hey, so
I feel like people like break their controllers, but yeah, move on.
yeah, man, hey, but they be playing too damn aggressive.
I feel like that's a user thing.
Hey, now, like when like people on like movies be acting like they playing video games, but they be hitting it hard as hell, like pressing it. That's how I be playing. Like that's how y'all be playing y'all Elite controller because I haven't had any issues.
No, here's the thing, and I heard this earlier before the show on Jess Gordon and Randall, that he actually talked to somebody who was in the design thing, and apparently there's certain types of hand grease that actually affects the material.
Oh, for real.
And in the movie business, if you do like modeling for stuff, it's called pea hands. If you touch something, materials turn yellow and they break, and they don't allow you to
let's
touch
just move
it.
the fuck on.
So maybe people
we're
just have.
talking about the next.
Hey, Joy, I got your pea hands right here.
It's a thing, bro. It's a thing. So maybe people just like your hands are just fucked up, man. Sorry.
Okay, so you said if you got,
let's move on.
so you said if you got pee on your hands, your controller break.
No.
I got you, Joey.
It turns material yellow and breaks shit. I don't know.
No, it's all good. I got you, bro. Hey, you mentioned something about Jazz. So Rand and Jazz, like they had their show, the Xbox 2 before our show actually today. Rand and Jazz are very confident that Deathloop will be announced this week. Rand's prediction that it will come out on Xbox Game Pass September 20th. Jazz said he'll bet money on it. So they're saying the shit is going to come out.
You see the thing? You see that fucking thing? Oh, you gotta care for PlayStation players and the impact on our players. Go fuck yourself. You took Deathloop for a year.
Yep.
And Xbox is not even allowed to talk about it.
Couldn't say one, and they own us too. Couldn't say one word about it. Absolutely.
Shit.
Oh man. So
wait,
Joy, you mentioned
coming
this
from Reyno, Thor, and Jez.
Yeah.
They're saying they're very confident that
you can take that to the bank
this week. Yeah.
It's coming out next week.
Special network good.
No.
As long as it's not special network good.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hey,
knows.
Joy, you
1 in
mentioned this
10.
earlier. Right. That Ubisoft, they're charging $70 for their new AAA games. So, and me personally, guys, I don't want to make this a long rant, but I don't really care as long as it makes sense. Like charging $70 for The Last of Us Part 1 remake is bullshit. But a brand new AAA game, whatever, bro. Like, it is what it is, man. You know, like games have been 60 since the beginning of the Xbox.
And you take away a core feature.
Yeah. See, that's why I have an issue with, right? But if it makes sense, it makes sense. It was a brand new game, that's fine. But because games have been $60 since the beginning of the Xbox 3 generation, which was 2005. So it's a long time ago, man. I'm not too mad about it as long as it makes sense.
But
CD
you
Projekt
take
Red
away
says,
the multiplayer, like you take away an
Right.
entire mode.
Yep. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. That's where I have an issue with it. Like, nah, man. CD Projekt Red says it's totally fully committed to developing the Cyberpunk IP further. We shall see.
That is a damn lie.
That's why I said we shall see.
Ain't they making Witcher already?
Yeah, they're making.
Yeah, did they ever announce The Witcher 4?
Fuck away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they did.
They are trying to run away from that burning house as fast as possible.
Yep. So,
yeah,
hey man, that game,
they're
Metal
Hellsinger, the fuck out.
Right, they're trying to get that game, Metal Hellsinger. It's supposed to be an Xbox Game Pass. It's a Doom style game that goes with rock music. I guess it's getting great reviews. So, and it drops on Game Pass September 15th. So, shout out to that game. Nintendo, yes, cool. Nintendo. They're having a Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah.
I will not be there.
I would not.
Watch the show be better than Sony's.
That's stuff we can pay attention to tomorrow, though. We can definitely pay attention to that. Hey, so for spoken
get more viewership,
story, for spoken story will be 30 to 40 hours long.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
Oh.
Good for ponies.
Forza Horizon 5 has reached 23 million players. Pretty impressive. In the first 10 months, it has hit 23 million players. Forza Horizon 4 hit 24 million in 2 years. Forza Horizon 3 hit 10 million in 2 years. So 23 million in 10 months is pretty good.
So Game Pass helped?
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But Forza Horizon 4 was in Game Pass also. So it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, but remember the whole argument.
Yeah, but it was the Xbox One
really
era.
Increase player count.
It was the Xbox One era, and people were like,
It was definitely the Xbox One era. Oh, man. Hey, so there's a new insider that's not only, I mean, he's like his name is Insider something, but he's not the other Insider. Is another one, but he seems to be pretty accurate. And he said just got word of a AAA PlayStation new IP being revealed in the next 2 to 3 weeks because he had the information about Assassin's Creed to the T. So we'll see.
Wait, wait a minute. He has a new PlayStation IP is getting announced in 2 or 3 weeks, but not at the State of Play.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah,
that's weird.
So
Yeah, very
Tokyo
weird.
Game Show.
Yeah, I don't know. Splatoon 3 smashed Nintendo Switch software launch record in Japan with 3.45 million copies sold in just 3 days. Do you guys
What in the
understand
fuck?
that the Japanese people don't give a shit about graphics? They care about fun games, bro. The Last of Us Part 1 remake sold 10,000 at launch. Splatoon 3 sold 3.45 million at launch, bro.
So you're telling me that people would rather be having a good time than being depressed?
Yes.
Okay.
In depressed ass world. Yes. Okay. So AGC, like he was on Iron Lord's podcast yesterday where he actually dropped some gems. He said that he heard that developers they feel Xbox is more of a competitor and they are higher on Xbox now, even more than it was on the 360 days. He said some developers that's told him that. He said they're really high on Xbox at the moment. So that's good to know.
Phil they trust.
And feel they trust, yeah. Marvel's release date for Midnight Sun. I mean, Marvel's Midnight Suns release date is December. December 2nd? Somebody give us.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm looking forward to that. God damn.
Oh, you are, Joey?
Sort of. Oh, damn, Joey. That is the stupidest name for a game. Accurate. It makes no sense.
It's a card game, right?
What,
card?
I don't know. RPG.
Let me be. God damn it.
No, but that name is stupid. There's no such thing as a Midnight Sun.
I know.
Hey,
I know.
This is me and Joey after Joey buy the game, and I call him.
Why are you so mad right now? Fuck you.
Joey,
Why would I be mad?
Joey gonna be mad at me because that game gonna be ass.
Oh, man.
Hey, The Witcher Season 3 on Netflix has wrapped filming, so I'm looking forward to that. I enjoy Season 2.
Love it.
Even more than Season 1. Hey, yo, Neff, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Special Nick said he heard that Asobo Studio was working on a racing game for Xbox.
What?
Oh, boy.
Did you see what Jess tweeted back?
Are we going to be 2 for 11? What are we going to do?
Oh, come on, guys.
Jess is like, yeah, you could be wrong with more people. Don't worry.
He just needs to stop, really. He needs to stop.
Yeah, he does need to stop, man.
His track record, there's nowhere to go but up at this point.
Yeah, but he's like the Fox UK of the Xbox side damn near now, man. Like, he's got to stop.
Like, look, the dude was right like 1 or maybe 2 times. And the motherfucker's always wrong after that.
Hey, the House of the Dead remake is coming to Xbox Series X and S on September 23rd. I'm assuming it's probably multi-plat on PlayStation also, but yeah.
I guess I care because it was a cool arcade game when I was a kid, but did it have a story or was it just shooting zombies? Huh?
Back in the Dreamcast, maybe.
Yeah, back in the Dreamcast. I bought that Typing of the Dead, man. Y'all remember that? You got like by the
keyboard.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, she was fire. So Epic Game Stores lists Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection for PC for October 19th.
It was already on PC.
No, it's
Steam.
October 19th.
It's not.
This says Epic Game Store, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So that $250 they gave him is finally paying off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So UK market analysis: strong month for console sales, especially PS5. Saints Row is number 1 with sales on the Xbox 21% higher than PlayStation. Now, this is the UK. This is the physical games. Don't you guys find that interesting that Xbox Saints Row sold 21% higher than PlayStation? That's interesting.
I find it interesting that person didn't post about it. You know, the usual suspect.
Yeah, I definitely know the usual suspects.
I bet they were playing The Last of Us yet again, so that's why.
Suddenly, radio silence.
Yes, right. I don't care about Saints Row, Neff. Fuck Saints Row. I was playing The Last of Us remake.
The first time I agree with you. Fuck Saints Row.
Shut up, Joey. I'm talking. Ellie is a beautiful stud. She is fine. She is so fine. Oh, okay. I don't know, but I don't know what the hell was on Reg on that. Who the hell thinks Ellie is fine, right? So I mentioned that The Last of Us only sold 10,000 in Japan. That's not too well, but yeah, who cares? So Deviation Games, they're a studio that was working on a PlayStation exclusive. They apparently lost their CCO and founder.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's going on there? I know they're not PlayStation first party, but since PlayStation, they're working on a PlayStation exclusive. We're gonna talk shit.
Who?
Right. Deviation Games. They were supposed to be making the first person AAA shooter or something.
Who?
Hey, Joey, they're working on the first person shooter for PlayStation.
Who?
Some.
So what did you guys think about the Disney Marvel showcase? Joey, you're a big fan of Marvel. What did you think about it?
Thank God I didn't see that show.
Hey, Sean streamed that shit. We like,
Yo,
man, what
but
the
here's the thing.
Sean,
I am looking forward to I'm looking forward to Captain America.
Amy Hennig game.
That one, yes.
Seems
Everything else is
interesting.
like mobile.
Mobile is huge, bro. That's freaking huge.
Bro,
but yeah, Amy
they had
Hennig's
that one
game
guy
seemed
who was commentating it. Like, I don't know what the hell they were thinking about that showcase. Shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it was, it's their first one. So, but yeah, that was.
It was ass.
Yeah, it was ass. It was very underwhelming. So Rockstar finally is saying goodbye to GTA 5. Can you guys believe it?
No, they're not.
No.
They're lying.
They're lying.
Why are you saying goodbye to what?
I guess they're not going to update it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta get ready for GTA 6. All hands on deck.
That's going to be, bro. Whenever that game drops, no other game is going to be within 2 weeks from that game. That game is going to be a monster, bro.
That's the game that will make all these casuals jump to the new console.
Absolutely. Yep. You know what? You're right.
But do you think it probably is next gen only? Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's going to be next
I
gen
really
only,
hope so, because good Lord.
No, I think it is. Yeah, I really do.
Yep, it's going to be next gen only, bro. And like you said, Joey, those casuals, they're going to eventually jump to next generation. They're just waiting for the right time. And GTA, that's definitely one thing that will make them jump to next generation.
You know, Sony will not lose that marketing deal. They will fight tooth and nail for that thing.
You're damn right about that. Hey, so Tunic devs praise Xbox Gamepass, saying it's an incredible deal. Tunic was an instant success when it was launched on Xbox Game Pass. So shout out to Xbox Game Pass. I don't know how true this is, but it said PlayStation is reportedly preparing to show off the first gameplay footage from Spider-Man 2. So I'm sure it won't be tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Yeah, I'm sure it won't be tomorrow, but we'll see.
Then in the Game Awards.
I mean, I still say 2024. I don't see it next year.
Really?
Look, I really think Sony's
like the game
cheap.
releasing.
I really think that Sony's being that cheap that they're like, you know what? Let Jeff Keighley take the show because we don't have to invest in anything. Just give him an MP4 for a file. That's it.
Yeah. ACG said he heard some rumors about an Xbox price cut for the holidays. That would be very interesting.
Black Friday is going to be crazy.
The Xbox Series S250. Woo.
Well, just the Series S, not the Series X.
I mean, I don't know.
Probably both.
What if both get a price cut and PlayStation raised their prices everywhere else? That's crazy.
Oh shit.
Well, if you think about it, it's like they dropped the price from the 50 to what 500, the original price, and then they can we're doing it 450 now, and the Series S 200. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it will still be more expensive.
At that point, I'm really expecting Xbox to overtake them in sales for the next year.
Yeah. So
when they have like a 250 Series S and a Call of Duty marketing,
exactly.
Numbers.
Call of Duty will push them over the moon.
You know what? Microsoft should partner with those guys who's making the screens for the Series S and sell every Series S with one of those screens and see what happens.
That'd be dope. hey, y'all, we still got 300 people here watching us. Don't do you give a shit. Shout out to you guys, man. Woo! All right, guys, we got a couple more. You're about to get out of here. Housemarque appears to have confirmed PC port of Returnal during GDC. I don't know exactly what they did.
Surprise to nobody.
Surprise to nobody.
Shout out to
Sony's
Nexus.
Interactive Entertainment representative director and executive VP. I can't pronounce his name, but he's retiring. Ito was in charge of designing PlayStation hardware, including PSP, PS3, and PS4. He's retiring.
That bitch PS5.
And that big bitch PS5. Last rumor. Now I don't believe this rumor because there's a new Xbox guy. He always say rumor, but I don't know where his sources is. But I just put it down here because it's interesting. He says Xbox exclusive Perfect Dark is a third-person shooter. I thought they confirmed that it was a first-person shooter.
You know what? Can I do both, like Fallout? Is it so hard for someone to do both?
I think that takes a lot of resources, bro. I'm not sure they'll do that.
But like, when you think about it, what game uses both that has good gameplay both? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the mechanics that go into it. Like, a lot of games do both, but it's just a shit. It's like a shitty version of it. Like, Fallout has both. Nobody plays in third person. It's shitty.
I remember when we first saw it, we were speculating whether it be first person or third.
It should be third person.
Yeah, because the older games are first person, right?
Yeah, but the older games are first person. But
that game would do so well as an action adventure, like AAA game.
Third person behind the back AAA game.
Yeah, you know, my Xbox needs a few of them, and Perfect Dark works.
Dude, I want to see her ass. Bring it third person.
I think it. Listen, I think it'll be okay if they turn it to third person because the initiative admitted it was first person, but Xbox has enough first person.
Yeah, but the rumor is because Crystal Dynamics actually took the whole thing. They're like, fuck it, third person.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping it's third person.
Who said it was first person?
And when you think about it, Xbox can just make a new GoldenEye game. They have Activision now.
Wait, whatever happened to the GoldenEye remastered rumor and all that crap?
Yeah, I don't know.
Achievements were on Xbox Live at some point.
Oh, wait, wasn't that one from Special Nick? I don't know.
Oh, shit.
True. That is absolutely true. Holy shit.
But no, my thing is, if it goes third person, because I don't think... did you guys see the concept art where she was like getting a gunfight in the street and like a car blew up right in front of her?
Yeah.
That looked amazing. So
it did.
It would really be that same column with the PlayStation games of third person, AAA, camera behind the back, cinematic feel.
It would work without iPad.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
Right.
So we'll see, man. We will see. Me personally, I hope it is in third person. Not because I love first person games. I just think Xbox has a lot of first person franchises already, so they should.
They own the first person market. Like,
absolutely,
all
bro.
of ZeniMax now Activision. Like, God,
straight up, bro. So I hope it is third person. That would be great. Just my personal preference, but yeah, that's about it, guys. We are out of here, man. Thank you for Neff being a guest, man. Like, this wasn't planned, but Neff said, hey, man, send me a link, man. I'm talking about this Halo shit, and he decided to stay the whole show. So thank you, Neff, bro. Appreciate you, man. What you got going on? Anything going on?
Nothing going on. Just working a whole bunch. And I officially shut down the channel. I'm not planning to come back, at least anytime soon. It is bittersweet, but it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you was on a roll for a second, bro. You know,
I was on a roll, but I just don't have the passion right now for it.
Yeah, hey, bro, I'm glad you said that because if you don't have the passion for it, don't do it.
Get out.
Don't do it, bro. Because like people can sense that if you don't have the passion for it anymore, people are this guy full of shit. So,
but I will say, I always try to listen to WBG, TTS. Of course, I always listen to Zaire shows and all that, and great shows you guys put on. Honored to be here, of course.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Joey, what you got going on, man? Hey, man, Nick is a fan now. Nick said we need more Neff. Hey, good shit, man. Nick is a fan. Neff is always welcome here, man.
I thought you were talking about Nick Sheepshield, whatever his last name.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at first too.
Oh no,
I'm Nick a fan of his track record.
So RB was up with Joey, what's up with you, bro?
I'm playing Forza right now. I'm looking forward for dinner so we cut this shit as soon as possible. I'm hungry.
Yeah, same.
Let me guys, before I go to R&B, let me tell you what I did. I am a piece of shit. I am part of the problem. I said I'm going to buy 2K. I'm just going to buy the $60 edition.
No, you didn't.
I bought the $60 edition. I usually don't play my player too much, but I said let me play. It's kind of cool, right? The city is pretty awesome. And the first thing you do when you play 2K, you go into the city, you got on that doo-doo brown shirt and them great gym shoes. You look like shit. People think you're a piece of shit because you're wearing piece of shit clothes. It's crazy. So the first thing you do is go to the mall. Yes, I know this is a video game. You go to the mall, get some gear. I realized I spent the extra $20 immediately. Immediately. So I already spent $80 on this game, bro.
Might as well buy the Jordan edition.
Why didn't I buy the Jordan edition, bro? I'm thinking you should have bought the Jordan edition if you're going to spend this type of money for it.
You folded immediately.
Immediately, bro. I spent an extra $20. Then I spent a little bit more because I still wanted some other stuff.
I don't know many 2K players who wouldn't, Dirt. I don't know many who wouldn't.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man. It is. So they got me, and
should be a shame of
they're
yourself,
brilliant, bro. They got people. This shit is like real life.
Yeah,
the shit is like real life. You do not want to walk around with no bum ass gear because people
like,
look down.
Look
on
at
you,
these
bro.
cleats.
Hey, Joey, people look down at you like I don't want him on my team. He's wearing a doo-doo brown shirt and a gray 2K shoes. He's
but that doo-doo brown shirt is really doo-doo.
They do that intentionally, bro.
Yeah,
it's not even passable.
Hey, you know what?
It's like damn.
I was proud of that shirt when I played 2K for the little bit I did. And
I remember.
I never changed it.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah.
That's funny shit. But the game is dope, though. Dope game. I know you guys. You guys is now these sports fans think they're the same every year. They're similar, of course, but there are some differences.
It is generally a good game, but you really have to invest to play 2K. Like I don't think people realize how many hours you have to put in to make your character do shit.
Yeah,
and you're paying. Absolutely. And you're paying. You're not just you're paying on top of it.
You're paying for that shit.
System.
That's why Sean was like, they should make games, those games every other year. I said, yeah, they should, but they ain't. Every year they're getting millions of dollars from people with these microtransactions, bro.
Yeah, I would just say make a free-to-play or subscription service because all you do is update the roster. It's like Destiny is crap.
So you're buying all those motherfuckers digital, right?
Huh?
You're buying all of them digital right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many 2Ks do you have? Look, how many 2Ks do you have in general? Like for real?
I have everyone from the beginning of the Xbox 360 generation.
Oh, sheesh.
I kept all of my 2Ks. From 05, which was the first one that came out, till now. Digitally, I only have it from 2018 till now.
Man,
but all Dirt has spent like $5,000 on 2K. He probably doesn't want to think about it.
But the funny part is I've had every single FIFA game from the 360. I stopped that practice on an Xbox One. I'm like, enough. This is getting ridiculous. So
yeah,
it is what it is,
bro. It is what it is, But 2K is nice. It's fun though. It's fun. But I spent some. I said, damn. As soon as I got next year, I'm buying the $100 edition. I'm not going to buy the $70 edition.
Should.
Yeah, so it is what it is, bro. I work every day. Shit, like my mama told me, when you work, baby, always buy yourself something, you piece of shit. I said, you right, mama. You right. I like video games, mama.
Wise words.
Yeah.
And the kids can eat noodles.
That's it. The kids can eat noodles while I buy me some 2K VC. No, man, my kids getting older, man. My youngest are 13 now, so it's soon I'm about to shit. That's money.
You're done, Dirt. You're over. You're like,
Yeah, it's different being
soon
a grandfather.
they can leave the house and you can walk butt naked in the house.
Butt naked.
Exactly.
Around the house. Playing 2K.
So you can tell your kids so you can have that image in their head. Like, get the fuck
I tell my wife, I say, wifey. I tell my wife, I say, hey, baby, I got your VC right here. That was terrible. I'm sorry.
All right,
let's get out of here. Let's get out.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being you. And we're about to get out of here, man. See you next week.
Honor being on here.
Thank you, Neff. I appreciate you, bro. Peace out, y'all. Where's the there it is.
Jim Ryan's a punk ass snitch.